Oh, hello there, and welcome to the Talisman Tavern. Aha, you have joined us on a fine evening. It is I, Lord Zods, and Glenn 1N, if you could say hi.
Hello there. We've got quite a fun evening planned for you. Obviously, you're going to be able to make a few choices on your own. We're going to discuss that with you, but we have some fun little things to do tonight, Lord Zods, haven't we?
Yeah, we do. We have got some videos lined up. We have been interested in watching some kind of Talisman-based or RPG content from various creators, and just kind of stepping into what they've created and giving our thoughts as we watch. And see if you're interested at all. It is for the Talisman Tavern after all, so feel free to get yourself a drink, sit down, relax. Could be a beer, could be a cider, something a bit stronger maybe. It's all. Or if you're under 18, then stick to the fizzies.
At work. Most of them are at work, probably, in the US. Or wherever you are, you're probably just either finishing your working day, beginning your working day, or like us, literally coming up to the middle of the night. So this is going to be ultra fun. Normally, what we try to do is at least play one game of Talisman. I think if we're going to do that, we're going to try and save it for later on in the stream. Maybe go for a really, really cool speed run. I'm interested to give Lord Zods another go at the speed runs because I have been killing it in his speedruns recently, so check out our content. I've got some pretty good records, and if you don't mind me saying, not unbeatable, but looking pretty impressive.
It's pretty crazy how well Glenn's done, and he's beaten my record. I think actually someone has beaten your record, Glenn. They did it in 23 rounds. However, they did not record it, so we can only go by their word and what they're saying. Yes.
Loser.
Yeah. I think it was Dwayne.
Didn't record it. Oh my god!
It might have been Dwayne, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. We trust Dwayne. He's not the kind of guy. Yeah, we've seen him play. He's definitely possible for him beating our records. But like I said, you haven't got the video.
There we go.
I don't know what to say to you.
Exactly.
Just doesn't work. Not everybody can get a perfect reflection spell on recording to kill someone with 3 lives left. Not everyone can do it. So.
Not everyone can do it. Only Glenn here apparently can do it at the moment, it seems. So he's his own special little beast. But we're glad to have him in the Talisman Tavern hosting this fine place. So before we get into things, we'll take a few minutes for people to get settled in. I'm just going to have a look at the chat now. So we have Talisman Wizard. So fantastic to see you, Talisman Wizard. We did, for those who don't know, Talisman Wizard was in our very early episodes of playing Talisman, starting way back in November.
Pretty much one of our first. Yeah, pretty much one of our first episodes. Yeah.
So you can still watch those old episodes, by the way. They're on our personal channels. So that's Lord Zods for me, and that's Glenn 1N for Glenn, of course. So if you have a time, feel free to check those out. It's kind of where we started, and it's interesting to see from where we started out, where we've got to today so far in just a few months. It's pretty crazy, pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot to do with the community, to be honest with you. So the community has been absolutely brilliant, inviting us into lots of games, being really, really open, allowing us to beat them to within an inch of their lives, or like either on live stream or being recorded. So that's amazing. I mean, these people are glutton for punishment. Zods.
No, exactly. Yeah, they are absolute glutton for punishment. We're going to make sure it stays that way as well. So... Nice. We have also got late to the party. We have also got late to the party in the chat as well. So good to see you late to the party. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to see you there. Rather.
Late to the party in brackets. Suave nerd. In brackets. Check it out. Whoa.
That's pretty cool. I'm just anyone else. So it's just those two at the moment. We're probably expecting a couple more people. Glenn, you did say there were like 8 people at one point before we even started.
Oh yeah, right? I think until I saw your face and they'd all disappeared apparently. So.
Yeah, I'm just that beautiful. People, I scared them away. So
yeah, I know. It's they're too jealous. They're too jealous of the bathroom boys.
Too jealous.
As Shawnee would say. Yeah.
It's for bathroom ropes, man. They're very charming. They have a powerful effect on people.
They
Steve.
do. They do.
Steve in the chat. Hey, Steve. Start the show. I want to see strippers. You want to see strippers? What? Oh, that's
strippers and what?
I don't.
He's in the wrong channel
for that, Steve. We've only just kind of opened up the business, so. Yeah, indeed, yes, Steve, that's right. Chat did blow up. Yeah, it's again, thanks to all of you who have literally joined us from the start. It's pretty cool to see that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. What do you reckon to the strippers, Glenn? Do you think that's something we can provide? No, I don't know. That's not.
Yeah, I agree with you. We ain't got the budget for that right now. In fact, we have zero budget. We basically. We're struggling to afford the expansions for the physical board games at the moment. So
maybe we'll do that'll be the after hours stuff.
Double after. Yeah. So Steve. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's good to see these guys. So these guys have been playing a lot of Monster Hunter recently. It's a lot like my cup of tea, but I did watch a few. Well, actually, I did watch quite a lot of what they were getting up to. It looked pretty cool. Be honest with you, my mind was blown by everything that they were doing. So if you get a chance, you need to check these guys out, like to the party. They're all kind of like huddled around doing really, really cool streaming online on YouTube. Lots of different really, really cool stuff. And also the way that we met them was through Talisman. So I found them playing some really, really cool games, loved their energy, reached out, and we got playing some games, and we had some of the best games we've ever played.
Oh yeah, there's some good ones in there. So be sure to check out the streams that we did in collaboration with Late to the Party. We decided to play, but also check out their other streams as well. There's some really good stuff there. The Monster Hunter, I mean, that's a massive game, so there's going to be lots of content to watch and consume as they play through that juggernaut of a game. So best of luck to those guys, what they're doing. I think Tally Avengers for life. Yeah, exactly, with Talisman Wizard. Yeah. Tally Avengers for life.
Yeah, that was a that was a title or moniker that we coined during the game that we all played together, because we played the the 4th edition, the classic edition game, Light Bearers, wasn't it? Torch Bearers or something? Right.
Yeah, that was the title for the first video we did, I believe. Yeah,
it's quite cool. Really, really cool.
Good little throwback and Easter egg there.
Shall we have a look at what we got planned for the first part? Hopefully it's not going to be too boring for anyone who's already watched this or not, but we're fully committed to doing a little bit of commentary on a video. It's about 20 minutes in length. We're going to start and stop it and chat about it. We thought anybody who's interested in Talisman and the history of Talisman in particular would absolutely enjoy this. If they've seen it before, you are going to love watching it again, because it's such a amazing video. It's basically one of the best videos or documentary-esque of Talisman that I've ever seen. It seems to cover everything perfectly 100%. Because I've watched a lot of them, and this one is the primo. This is S tier stuff. I did reach out to the YouTuber who created it. Unfortunately, he hadn't got back to me, but it was only just recently. Hopefully, by the time we get through this, maybe just ping him the link. Maybe he'll have some kind of comments on it. But his name is Jordan Sorcery, or that's what his channel is. If his surname is Sorcery, then that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
Sorry,
pretty cool.
Didn't mean to swear, but
awesome.
Yeah, it's just basically how it is.
Fucking epic, mate.
So yeah, we're gonna spool this up, aren't we? I think that's what we're gonna do, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Let me just change things. There we go. Cool. All right, just get that loaded up. Perfect. Yes, we've got the video all up and ready. That's awesome. So yeah, history, Talisman Part 1. What we'll do is we will just pause the music. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. Glenn, if you, because on my viewport, you are, I don't know if you can see the stream, you are kind of clipped out a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sorry, I'm all over the place, aren't I? So
we're still getting used to this, folks. 4 months in, it's all part and parcel.
Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it right.
Fantastic. 7 viewers at the moment. Let me check and see who's participating still. We've still got Steve, still got Talisman Wizard. Excellent, cool. Yeah, really good to see you guys here. We'll get started with this first video. History Talisman Part 1. The Harris era.
Yeah,
okay.
and obviously, like during the video, scream at us if the audio is a little bit too quiet or loud or doesn't really work for you, and we'll try and work it ad hoc, because even though we do a couple of tests, somehow it kind of changes middle of the video, and we don't quite know. So should we get this going? Should we get this on the go?
Yeah, I mean, just before we start though, I mean, I've not seen this video, but I've also not seen much of this guy's content, and I'm sure there's some people in the audience who might also not know much about this guy. So
this guy has got a lot of content, and if you're into Talisman, you're probably into a lot of stuff that this guy does, especially on the tabletop wargaming side and board gaming, especially from Games Workshop and Citadel, that kind of side of things.
That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's get into it, shall we, everyone? All right,
yeah,
step in, get
cool.
your popcorn and drink.
Do you dare face down a bevy of rivals in a race to claim the crown of command for yourself? Or are you just a toad flopping around the edge of the map and getting nowhere? Sometimes it's probably both. I'm Jordan, this is Jordan Sorcery, and today I'm adventuring through the history of Talisman.
Ooh, the history of
Talisman. Chat, let us know. Let us know if this is all cool, if it's coming through good.
Yeah, if it's too loud, too quiet,
Talisman
just let us know.
Is a fantasy board game published by Games Workshop in 1983. There have been 4 editions of the game over the years and a whole host of supplements and expansions.
Lies.
The scale of Talisman content and the fact that I've been a little bit ill recently, unfortunately, I've not been able to put it all into a single video. So this is just part 1 of our journey around the board of Talisman. We're going to cover editions 1 and 2.
I recognise the music used here.
Covering the rest of the supplements and stuff that was released later on.
Cool.
I hope that you enjoy this first part. If you do, feel free to
everyone's saying it sounds great so far.
Let's get started.
That's good to see.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, look at that box art. That is so cool. The box art.
Yeah. Give me a zip back. Give me a zip back to that a little bit. There you go. Is that good?
Yeah, that looks really cool.
This is some cool stuff, man. Is that Gary Chalk? I can't remember. I think that is. Sorry, you have to forgive me. I'm only just kind of like catching up on some of the creatives who are involved in the creation of this product. And this is amazing. Yeah, it's the same artist for first edition, got ported over to second edition. You can tell that through the artwork, but yeah, this is amazing, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it looks incredible.
Encountering all manner of fantastic monsters, spells, curses, treasures, boots,
made in Great Britain.
Yeah, good old GB.
The crown is situated in the center of the board.
That's pretty cool to see, though.
You must move from the outermost region of the map over the Storm River to the middle region before finding a magical talisman that will protect you as you pass through the portal of power into the central region of the board, where you will step into the plane of peril.
Hang on. Okay, this looks very similar to the second edition board. Did they change the artwork at all between the first and second?
They did, but there was only small amounts of changes, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is the second edition of board as far as I can remember. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they were the same board. I can't be 100% certain about that. The thing is, like, I did play the first edition board, but the second edition come round, and I'm not entirely sure where the major changes were, to be honest with you.
We have got Garblag Games in the chat. Good to see you, Garblag. That's pretty cool.
Oh, Pete. Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. You probably haven't seen the beginning. I don't know, you did, or maybe you did, but we're doing a little bit of walk back in history using Jordan Sorcery's really immense documentary on the history of Talisman, editions 1 through to 4. So obviously this was done a few years ago, so he hasn't captured 5 or 5th edition, but maybe he'll do that one day. Maybe he'll do that off the back of us doing this. Who knows?
Talisman Wizard is just saying that he lost his 2nd edition set. Almost like he got toaded in real life, is what he said. He says, "Alas, in time, I shall rise from the ashes to greatness again with a grand collection." I hope we all do, because we mentioned this maybe in the last stream, but currently in the UK, trying to find these like older editions, like or even 4th edition, to be honest, like they're all really expensive. You have to find them secondhand through eBay and other places. It's rare that you can find a brand new copy of even 4th edition. So yeah, I mean, best of luck to everyone if you're trying to build a collection. Glenn here has been very lucky to have gotten all the 4th edition boxes before they went out of print. So. Yeah,
absolutely. No, not all Fantasy Flight. I did have to get some of my collection was Pegasus Spieler, but I got no Black Industries or anything like that. But yeah, let's crack on with this video, shall we? So we can pick up some more information.
Talisman is every bit the frantic race it sounds like, and random movement coupled with random encounters, some of which are absolutely brutal, can give the game a bit of a fantasy snakes and ladders feel. But the random movement is there in its
100%
of every player, and making the most of your advantage before succumbing to your disadvantage is what makes the game worth playing.
And people have been playing it in droves for 40 years. So let's see
40 years.
Classic board game has been on.
The game was invented by author Robert Bob Harris while he was a postgrad student at St Andrews. Harris recounts the story of how he came up with Talisman on the website he shares with his wife, fellow author Deborah Harris.
Okay, all right. So there's a website we can go to read that then. His biography. On Talisman.
He's got several websites. Yeah, I've been looking at that just recently. Yeah.
In their student days, Debbie had suggested that the group of friends play a game she was familiar with from back home in Florida, Dungeons and Dragons. And it was a hit. The group spent an entire weekend rolling up characters and battling monsters. Harris loved the game, but he felt like he wanted more of the dungeons and less of the character creation, something that had been repeatedly necessary because the characters kept dying again and again. From this, the idea was born to create a way to play adventure after adventure with all the fun stuff and none of the fiddly bits. Harris...
Right, so...
See, that's weird, isn't it? If you think about it, if any of you guys and girls are D&D players, then you realize that if you were playing the recent editions, there's no way this Talisman would have been designed off the back of, say, 5th edition D&D. No goddamn way.
No way.
It had to be the first initial editions of Dungeons and Dragons where the GM's job was to actually make it really, really hard for you and kill your characters off. You were in deadly dungeons that Bob and essentially his wife, who are really, really deadly into, because his wife is from America. She obviously was born and raised with Dungeons and Dragons, introduced it to her university mates and also now obviously husband. And then it kind of generated itself into this whole idea of Talisman. But yeah, I think that's amazing. And I can see it. 100% I can see it. This is actually, I kind of played Talisman before I even got into roleplay. So
well,
maybe this was a gateway drug.
From watching some YouTubers online who cover like D&D roleplay RPGs in general, they've all said, especially I can't think of his name at the moment, but there's a couple who have played like the advanced D&D, so like your 1st edition, all the early editions of the game, and they all say basically what this guy's just said, which is that it's very mechanical, as in like it's very kind of the information like for rules and such just kind of spread all over the place in the books, and it's very detailed. So you kind of have to really build up characters, and the focus is on like killing the characters. Hence why the focus is on like dungeon crawling. Whereas D&D nowadays, I mean, I've got a lot of the 5th edition books behind me. It's just off camera, but that's all like a mix of. To be fair, 5th edition can be played either way. To be honest, because ultimately each group is going to have its own flavor, but there's definitely much more of a push towards the roleplay focus rather than the pure like gritty, grid by grid dungeon crawl that maybe older editions
had.
Yeah.
And a lot of players out there, I don't know, there must be a few of you players out there who have never really played the actual board game. Maybe not live at the moment, but who will eventually sort of stumble across this video, who have just played digital, which is, great. You got in literally at probably some of the best years of Talisman, I would say, revised 4th edition, but you never really got to see this. This is incredible because to actually watch where this game come from gives you a real kind of even to get a chance to play the 2nd edition or 3rd edition, I think is going to give you an eye opener on strategies and tactics that you can deploy in the 4th and 5th editions that we have now. But should we carry on, mate?
Yeah, let's carry on.
Began work, drawing out all of the cards and components.
Look at that.
Look at this.
That reminds me of your stuff, Glenn. Your prototypes.
All right, mate. Chill out.
You put a bit more effort with the actual physical objects and whatnot. So
Harris was able to refine the rules. He also discovered that one of the best things about the game experience was hoping your opponents would get turned into toads, eliciting constant
Toad
of toad.
toad.
Some fan site, Talisman Island, has a 30th anniversary interview with Bob Harris himself, where he talks about the mechanisms and game rules that inspired Necromancer and later Talisman. They were actually from a game he invented in school called Rectocracy. And in that game, players would take on the role of teachers who were trying to accumulate prestige points by moving around the outer ring of the board. They would eventually become headmasters in the middle ring and then get to the office of the head principal, the rector, in the central square. And that was what they were trying to become the rector of the school. This game, I really love it in the sense that it's just such an obscure and unusual topic for a board game, but you can absolutely understand why that would appeal to kids in school. And then also there's a romantic notion that this thing that was created by a young kid who was just trying to have fun with his friends would actually go on to be the basis of something that was a major success around the world.
Yeah, okay, we can't really state that hard and fast enough about this game. There was nothing like it when it came out. It really, really distilled Dungeons and Dragons, the whole experience, into a board game situation, which and pretty much invented the magical questing kind of genre for board games. So this is the alpha, beta, and omega, the whole lot essentially. So yeah, it's great. It's great to see this. Oh, what was that?
So I was just looking in the chat. So a couple of people have said, so Steve and Late to the Party have both stated that they've never played D&D before. So
wow,
that is oh yeah, okay. Late to the Party says, yeah, thanks to this, so he might just have a taste. Yeah, I mean, look, if you get a chance to find some people who are looking to create like a D&D group, absolutely take the chance to join in, make it work, play the game. It's honestly, if you haven't played a game like D&D or similar RPGs, you've not played like anything like it before. It's a one in a lifetime experience. Well, I say one in a lifetime experience. It's more like, just go play it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
just play
it. It's amazing.
Idea that the stuff that we play as kids can inform and influence the world that we live in today.
After reaching out to a broad range of publishers, Harris ended up in touch with Games Workshop, and following
there's Ian Livingston.
The deal was done.
Yeah,
the rules were tweaked, and the name.
Yeah, I just recently bought one of his books.
To Talisman. Talisman was launched at Games Day 1983, where, according to this advert, you could find Ego Central, which I think is just a funny name, but was actually a register of gaming advocates. As Harris jokes on his site, no one can remember the name of the other game that GW launched that same Games Day, one that was designed by none other than Andrew Lloyd Webber. However,
yeah, Talisman Wizard. He's just quoted me. Just go play it. Lord's odds. Talisman veteran.
Driest looking board opponents I have ever seen. And if you want to see me play,
we got to get that. We got to get a stamp somewhere.
Whilst Lloyd Webber's Monopoly
Let's go play it.
never got off the ground, Harris's Talisman was an instant hit.
One of the great strengths of Talisman has always been the range of characters that you can play.
Yeah.
To the exact point that Bob Harris made about creating a D&D with no fuss, one that you can just play again and again and you don't have to roll up new characters or build new scenarios, there are 14 characters in the game box to start with. You can play the traditional stuff like a dwarf or an elf, but there are also less common archetypes as well, like a prophetess or a sorceress or a troll even.
Prophetess, one of the most powerful.
It's a really fun way to just introduce good guys and bad guys and all the way in between guys.
A second edition was quickly commissioned by GW, and this time it would be in full colour. Not much else was changed for this 1985 release, though the board went from being a
not much
panel fold-out to a 4-part jigsaw.
There you go. That was the difference.
The box
I remember the jigsaw board.
This would be the first appearance of the now famous Talisman logo, an image of the protective talisman itself based on the original Talisman card drawn by Bob Harris during his pencil and paper playtest version. The first edition.
Look at that.
Just a little.
Come on.
Oh, I love it. It's just a little necklace.
What is that? Let me have this. See if I can afford it.
Just play it. Oh, there you go.
There
you
it is.
got
There it is.
It's just a little necklace. Look at that.
There it is. That's so what we're all playing for. So, that little squiggle.
So I can see it straight away now. When he made the game initially, is that he's thinking of the Valley of Fire. Like you got to go through this big ass wall of fire. Oh, and the only thing that protects you is
Talisman Wiz is just leaving. By the way, sorry, Talisman. See you, dude. See you, Tal.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Talisman Wizard. Thanks for joining us tonight. Slinky's now joined the chat. Hello.
Yeah, Slinky's joined us. Yep.
Nice.
All right, Slinky. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, this is a retro evening.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a proper retro Slinky. This stuff.
But second edition, first edition.
But as I was saying, like I can imagine when he drew that, he was just thinking this little talisman around your neck is going to protect you from this massive wall of flame that is blocking you from reaching the finish. That's quite a cool image to have in your brain. I like it.
Yeah. Nerds!
Playtest version. The first edition box had used cover art by the incomparable GW master Gary Chalk, giving the game
Gary Chalk. Yeah.
And if you ask me, it's a little reminiscent of the 1977.
Yeah, look at it. It's almost identical.
It's almost identical.
Quite, but...
Yeah. The chalk cover, though, is replaced with an arguably more cinematic and classic
it looks cool.
Chris Archelios that retains the dragon and warrior, but takes the action from a forest glade and places it high atop a dangerous...
Yeah, that is some beautiful artwork.
There have been no expansions for the first edition of Talisman, but that oversight would seemingly be corrected tenfold for the second edition.
Oh yeah,
there would be so
as Glenn and I recently saw.
The first was simply known as the Talisman expansion set. Like the base game, this was designed by Bob Harris and would see release a year after second edition hit shelves. The expansion set did exactly what it said on the box. It expanded the core content of the game by adding a load of new characters and cards. There were 14 new characters in this box, including the Pilgrim, the Satyr, the Necromancer, and the Amazon. There were also 6 new spells and 36 new adventure cards. 1986 also saw an advertising push for the second edition of Talisman in the French market via the French language hobby magazine Les Héros Citadel. During the 80s, the French company Agmat acted as an agent for Citadel Miniatures in France, and eventually they would actually become known as Citadel France. And their catalog magazine was Les Héros Citadel. It included a host of catalog pages advertising new Citadel minis, as well as features about Games Workshop games like Warhammer and even D&D. In the second issue, there is a feature on the recent arrivals to the Warhammer world, Les Hommes.
Yeah, a lot of miniatures here.
If you want to hear more about the origins of those wonderful Hommes du Rat, then look out for my History of the Skaven video coming soon. I am really excited about this one because I love those.
Yeah, you need...
As well as all that,
we have got 13 people on the stream at the moment.
With a little tie-in to these
wow. Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying yourself. This is a great video. You're in for a treat.
Harris provided some further new spells and adventure cards, like the Skaven Flamethrower and the Roi Crapaud, the Toad King.
Back in the UK,
the Toad King from the Woodlands.
A second box set was released.
Nice.
Oh crap!
Members of the GW design team: Edward Campbell, Charles Johnson, Alan Merritt and Ali
Slinky
Morrison
remembers that
produced
game, I think, because
Talisman
that's the game where
Adventure.
This set came with
was Slinky in that one?
cards, introducing new spells like the Finger of Death and the
Toad
one,
King,
the one that
not
I
sure.
got. So I have the Toad King, so I got changed into a Toad, and then I got changed into another character on top of that. Then I went back
No,
to
that
a
was
Toad
just you
and
and
lost
me.
the game. No, it's just you and me. Okay, cool. All right. Maybe I was thinking of the other long session we did.
New cards for use across the game as well. Perhaps most intriguingly, there were 5 alternative endings in this set as well, meaning that instead of just racing for the Crown of Command, players could instead be looking for Pandora to track progress through the game.
So here we are.
Ah,
Big deal. Big deal here. This is where all the alternative endings came from. So originally it was just the Crown of Command. So when it comes to the Talisman Adventure expansion is where all the alternative endings came out, which, as you can see from this little freeze, the horrible Black Void is one of them. Probably, the Dragon King. The Dragon King is there as well. Yeah. Let's just hear a little bit about that. It's cool.
Cards for use across the game as well. Perhaps most intriguingly, there were 5 alternative endings in this set as well, meaning that instead of just racing for the Crown of Command, players could instead be looking for Pandora's box, facing down the Demon King, or even trying not to step in the horrible Black Void.
Yeah.
Damn.
Complete expansion for Talisman would be released
And here we go.
the following year, 1987's
Yeah.
Talisman Dungeon.
So-
And it would introduce something new.
This was the one. I think this is one which cracked the universe open because I remember playing this game. It's amazing. Very different. Well, not completely different, but enough differences to the probably the Talisman Dungeon on the revised 4th edition that most of us have probably played. This one, it has a very, very different feel to it. Cool as hell. And an additional board where you could take your piece off of the board into the dungeon was just like, boom, mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing at the time. Couldn't quite believe it.
Evolved the game in a wild and wonderful new way. This expansion had a new game board. This new location, the titular dungeon,
I actually
was reached
really
by
like the
doors
artwork
added
for this
to the
board.
main Talisman board.
Yeah.
I really like it.
It's quite simple. Beautiful, though, right? Yeah.
And whilst in it, the players can encounter a range of new cards that might bring bronze dragons or hellhounds into the game. New characters
Pirates!
added in this set included the Dark Elf, the Highlander, and the Swashbuckler.
Time ticked on, and 5 years
Swashbuckler.
after the release of the original game, a new expansion would hit the shelves.
1988's Talisman
Times.
Tavern
Oh, dear.
was designed by Frank Bork, a Canadian Talisman fan and game designer, and was based around the concept of a new timescape board accessible via warp gates, horrible
What
black
the
voids, and
fuck?
other magical means.
So you could only get into this board through warp gates, which is essentially, if you think about it, like a adventure deck card, like a rune gate, essentially.
Mhm.
The horrible black void. So yes, instead of just going into the horrible black void and dying and never to return, you actually disappear into the Talisman Timescape board and several other spell effects and magical items, which allowed you to. It's vicious. This was vicious, but I tell you, I didn't care too much for the Timescape. However, what I did care for were the characters, and the characters were incredible. Take a Space Marine into the Talisman universe, and you have some fun.
The 8 characters included in this set drew heavily on other GW properties, primarily 40k, with a Space Marine, Astropath, and
Look at
Cyborg
that.
amongst the group, as well as the famous Chainsaw Warrior himself. In
Yeah, the
1989,
Chainsaw Warrior as well, yeah.
would open up to Talisman players. A lot less science fictional than Timescape's Warp, but no less fantastic than previous expansions. This would
That
be
looks-
Talisman City.
Look at
The
that,
city
dude.
region replaced the
The
city
box
space with
art, the
additional
city looks like it's fucking run down like shit. Look at that.
I know.
Do you see it? Do you see
It's
it?
beautiful. And also, do you know, like, if any of you guys have watched the video that we released earlier on this afternoon, probably about 5 o'clock PM GMT time, we were doing something very similar, but we were actually kind of doing a little bit of running commentary on the Bottled Imp 4th edition expansion reviews by Ken Boyter. Yeah, one of them happened to be the city expansion, and we were actually commenting upon the fact that we weren't sure why the wraparound expansion didn't overlap onto the actual city square. Now, in the old second edition Talisman City expansion, which is basically what you're seeing on the screen right now, the corner part or the corner city is no longer, if you have the city expansion, then the corner part or the corner city, it no longer exists. You have to land on the actual corner of the board. That's where you land. So it's pretty much what we were saying. Why didn't they do that? Well, they chose not to, but in this instance, the board, the city space is that little corner, bottom left-hand corner of it, which is great. Yeah.
Okay, we have with 15 people viewed the stream. We've kind of got free viewing at the moment. From the looks of
Okay,
it.
cool. Let's keep. That's brilliant. I mean, let's keep going. I mean,
yeah, we got a new user, Ebony S, but the message has been retracted. So, don't know what they said. But,
yeah. That's a shame. Okay, cool.
Brought with it a range of familiar urban locales like the Magic Shop, the Town Square, and the Anarchists Guild. A particularly fun rule is that as a fine bastion of capitalism, the city will not tolerate poor people. If you don't have any gold, then you can be arrested by the Town Watch at any moment. The new characters for this expansion were few in number, but did include a mighty Minotaur and an also mighty Valkyrie.
It's great.
As well as the addition
It's great.
of 4 master levels for characters, careers that allow you to improve your abilities, becoming a
Master level characters.
thief. The sixth
Yeah,
and
master
final
level.
complete expansion for Talisman 2nd Edition would be released in 1992. Talisman
Dragons.
With the Dragon King and Dragon Cult unleashing a deluge of dangerous dragons across the land, this set is draconic in every way imaginable. Across 80 plus new cards, there are new dragon-themed monsters, encounters, and treasures. Even the new character options follow that theme with a questing knight, a dragon slayer, a dragon rider, and a dragon priest. The cover art for this set
Wow.
is by David Gallagher, and would later be reused at least once on the Warhammer Chronicles of War Battle Reports compilation. Both Talisman City and Talisman Dragons were designed by Evan Friedman and Paul Morrow. Around 1985, the year that the second
I don't know much about these guys.
released,
I'll find out, though.
Talisman miniatures were produced by Citadel that were designed to represent your character on the game board. The first release was a
look at
box
that.
set sculpted by Trish Morrison and based on
Yeah, I know.
character art from Chalk.
£1.50
Yeah,
for like 3 figures.
I know. If you're knee deep in painting miniatures, old Citadel miniatures, or anything for your hero quest and for your talisman, then this is just amazing to see, right? Warrior, assassin, and monk for £1.50, right? What?
Crazy.
Come on, up it.
It included
Stop
the
it.
14 characters from the base game. The assassin, druid, dwarf, elf, ghoul, minstrel, monk, priest...
Oh, by the way, anybody else who's still in the chat, just let us know if the levels are still okay. If you're enjoying it, tell us. If you are listening to, you're probably at home enjoying a wine or a beer, or watching something else on TV and learning a little bit about Talisman that you never thought you'd learn.
There's a plain old beautiful vanilla toad, but there's also a warrior toad wearing a helmet, a ranger toad wearing a floppy hat,
It's different toad miniatures.
and yes, a pirate toad.
Yeah.
Incredible. To further support the second
Yeah.
edition of the game, GW's monthly magazine White Dwarf ran a number of articles and features. Though before that, there was their lukewarm review of Talisman, which scored the game only 6
Damn.
Yeah.
I just realised what's on the front
6.
cover.
on a bit. 90
I
What's
just
that?
realised. I'm not going to point it out, but I just realised what's on
Yeah.
the front
You know,
cover.
you've seen it. Yeah, you've seen it. You've seen it. Yeah. Okay, something that both Lord Zods and I were literally just messing around with last night suddenly opened our eyes to some rather more interesting content that we're going to be bringing to you guys very, very, very soon. And we were having probably the best time we've ever had playing Talisman doing it. So, yeah.
Out of 10. Apparently, they felt it could drag on a bit. 1985's White Dwarf issue 72 included an article by Alistair Morrison that offered up a range of new characters and cards, like the samurai character, adventure cards, curfew and closed shop, and spell cards, transmute and bolster. Some of these cards would find their
Bolster
way into
came from
Talisman
White
releases,
Dwarf.
such as the Samurai
Looks like
ending
it.
up in the Talisman The Adventure box, and the Resurrection spell was translated for one of those French Le Héros Citadel articles. In White Dwarf 115, published in July 1989, there were a selection of new master level character careers to whet appetites for the
Champion of
forthcoming
Chaos.
Yeah,
Talisman.
master
Templar.
levels.
The art for Talisman's first
They
and
were
second
big.
editions
They were
was
never
by
carried over to
Gary
4th
Chalk,
edition revised.
illustrator responsible for some of the best art in Hero Quest, as well as lots of other timeless work for Games Workshop. Chalk's art makes every character, board square, and card in the box come alive. There is a reason they got to call this the Magical Quest game, and I would argue that much of that magic flows from Gary Chalk's pen.
Apparently, even though he produced all of this wonderful art for Talisman at quite a pace, unfortunately Gary Chalk wasn't offered the permanent contract at Games Workshop that he was hoping for. Ian Livingston
Interesting.
and Steve Jackson did offer him a 1% royalty if he would come and illustrate the fighting fantasy books they were producing.
Whoa, check that out. Check that out. We've actually been talking and learning about that only just recently through one of our very good
Yeah.
friends, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah. So Gary Chalk could have been part of the Fight and Fantasy crew, but turned it down. That is not actually the exact story that I heard, not from the horse's mouth, but from somebody who was very close to him. So I'm not going to mention anything more about it because it's quite scandalous, to be honest with you. But interesting that the information that Jordan here is contrary to what I've heard.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
I mean, speaking of the books, I mean, I mentioned earlier in the stream that I had bought one of Ian Livingston's books. No, I must have been thinking of. Well, I mean, he. No, okay. No, well, I got Jonathan Green. So, because we were speaking about fighting fantasy books, I bought a Jonathan Green book, which the relation here is that Jonathan Green, Ian Livingstone, they're all basically making like these like adventure books, pretty much. Which is what he's basically highlighting here. Like, what's he say? The name. I'm terrible with names sometimes.
Gary
Just
Chalk.
said there.
Gary
Not
Chalk.
Gary Chalk, but the
Yeah,
actual
Gary Chalk.
the actual company that made
The artist.
Well, the artist,
Wolf.
but then also the actual like series of like adventure books.
Fight and Fantasy.
Fighting Fantasy. There you go. Cool.
Yeah. Gary Chalk went off and done Lone Wolf with another geezer. Can't remember his name. Instead of doing a Fight and Fantasy with basically Games Workshops, Sir Ian Livingston and Steve Jackson. So there's a lot of lore hidden around in behind this game. This Talisman, I tell you what, it is the source. It is the source of pretty much everything that we know and love.
It's the sense of universe, as far as I can tell.
In the universe. Yeah. Let's keep on playing. We're almost at the end.
Down and left the company with Joe Diva, where they would go on to create Lone Wolf instead. But that is another story.
In Poland, Talisman was translated and released by the games company Sfera under the name
we've got
forgive my
Elliot.
pronunciation,
Elliot.
Magia
Yeah. Oh, God. Here we go.
or
Super lore from Elliot.
Sfera held the license for a range of Games Workshop games, releasing Polish language versions of Blood Bowl and Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, amongst others. For their Polish edition of Talisman, Sfera produced a unique supplement direct to the
Yeah,
Polish
Elliot.
market.
We're watching a documentary on the history of Talisman,
Was called
first
The
and second
Cave
edition.
or The Cave, and is seemingly a difficult set with a new board and tough new enemies. However, it
What
seems
the
that
hell
Games
am I
Workshop
looking at?
were
What
not
is
best
that?
pleased about the development and release of an expansion for their game without their knowledge, and as a result, the license.
Edit's already seen this video.
Games in general.
It's an amazing video. I'm surprised that not everyone's seen it.
1993, Sfera
Late to the party says should be taking
by
notes.
releasing a brand new game of their own.
Yeah.
Magixni
Oh,
EX. Just
We'll
short this time.
we'll watch this through to the end.
The classic
Get a little bit of. Well, actually, let me just pause this very quickly because I don't want to miss all of this. There's some weird stuff going on here. Yeah, this is the Polish version where you start in the middle and go to the other side because they
What?
fell out with Games Workshop. Yeah. Sorry, we missed all that. We might have to kind of literally just jump back into that. To be fair,
Talking
Yeah.
to chat. Yeah.
yeah, because we were talking. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to watch this all the way. This is one of the best videos ever for like the background for first and second and third and fourth edition Talisman, but we're going to watch the first and second. Then we're going to have a little bit of a chat with you guys. We're going to probably have a break for about 5 minutes, reset, but we'd love to watch the second part, which is going to be third and fourth, which is going to include the Talisman revised revised editions that you guys know and love. Probably you'll get to know a little bit more about the people involved on that, which might be of real interest to you. But this is, for me, this is, I absolutely adore this kind of stuff, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah, Elliot says he hated Timescape. I hated Timescape too, but I loved the characters. I just couldn't, like, see that people running around as a chainsaw warrior just literally just blew my mind. I thought this was the best thing ever.
Chainsaw warrior, fucking fascinating.
Yeah. It is cool. It is cool. Right, let's go back to the beginning of this Polish thing, essentially, because let me just get this going.
A unique supplement direct to the Polish market, without the involvement.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back a little bit more.
Mix, or Magic and the Sword. Sfera held the license for a range of Games Workshop games, releasing Polish language versions of Blood Bowl and Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, amongst
Blood Bowl, beautiful.
For the Polish edition of Talisman, Sfera produced a unique supplement direct to the Polish market, without the involvement of Games Workshop. This expansion was called Jaskinia, or The Cave, and is seemingly a difficult set with a new board and tough new enemies. However, it seems that Games Workshop were not best pleased about the development and release of an expansion for their game without their knowledge. As a result, the license for Sfera to publish GW games in general, and Talisman in particular, was revoked.
Wow.
In 1993, Sfera would overcome this setback by releasing a brand new game of their own, Magiczny Miecz. Just magic sword this time. This inverted the classic Talisman board and saw similar Talisman-like characters and encounters take place as players made their way from the starting point in the center to the Fortress of the Beast on the outer rim. To go over the Talisman 2nd edition back in 1985, there was also a magical 8-bit edition as well. Talisman, the Magical Quest game, was released on ZX.
They did. I played that.
Over 50 beautiful graphic locations. It was written by someone called Slug. Apparently, the team responsible for other GW video game adaptations like Battle Cars.
Was that Slug or Shrub?
Lasting, and I've never played it. I don't know if it was released on other platforms, but
I played this.
Pretty faithful, and it is multiplayer and solo as well.
Wow.
While
It's quite fun.
Harris would remain an interested party throughout Talisman 2nd edition, Harris would be bought out of the game entirely. As he describes on his website, a lot of games now had huge
The king is dead
as their selling point rather than lots of beautifully illustrated cards. We had discussions about expanding Talisman into a series of separate games, each with lots of plastic bits, but nothing came of this. In the end, a large, glossy 3rd edition was published. By the time this version had run its course, the chaps at GW were a completely different bunch from those I had dealt with at the beginning. In the end, they offered me a generous sum of money to buy out my interest in the game. In the life of every creative individual, there comes a time to take the money and run. So, I did.
And that, friends, is unfortunately where we're going to have to take a break and run as well. In part 2, we'll be looking at that plastic stuff in 3rd edition that Bob Harris was so worried about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
A new dimension to the game of Talisman. And we'll investigate the FFG 4th
Spoilers.
Edition, a version that has so many expansions you could use them to build a raft and sail over the Storm River. I hope you enjoyed this first part of the history of Talisman. If you have, please feel free to leave a like, to leave a comment or a super thanks if you're into that sort of thing. And I am always welcoming new followers here on YouTube and over at Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, you guys, if you haven't seen Jordan Sorcery stuff, you gotta sign up. It's great.
This is Jordan Sorcery.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I liked it. I liked that video a lot.
Do you like that? You haven't seen that before, have you?
No, I've never seen that. So that was great to learn, to pick up lots of little tidbits there of history. Yeah, I mean, seeing the 2nd edition board. I mean, obviously, Glenn and I have well, we won't say anything just yet. But we've kind of had a look at previous editions, and Might have something in the works, but I'm not going to say anything more than that. But it was good to recognize some of the board pieces, the card pieces as well. Yeah, I mean this
you're right.
One Timescape for second edition seems really hated by, as far as I could tell, from people I've spoken to so far, by a lot of people. Not.
Yeah, Elliot, you're right. Absolutely. We were just watching the video, mate, and the game as it kind of stands was pretty much named Necromancer until Games Workshop got their hands on it, and then they changed it to Talisman.
So why was it called pretty Necromancer? Cool. Was
because it was a Necromancer at the center of the inner region.
Oh, so then Games Workshop changed that to the Crown of Command.
Yeah. I'm guessing you had to find the talisman, that little squiggle of a talisman, to be able to cross the oh god, what was it? The
Valley of Fire.
Not the Plane of Peril. The Valley of Fire. Yeah, you had to use the talisman to do that, but you had to then fight the Necromancer. But when Games Workshop and Steve and Ian got involved in it, they decided that they were going to rename it to Talisman on the basis of that one magical item, which I think was an absolute beautiful idea. Yep. Yeah. So, how many people are left in the old chat? How many people are actually watching right now?
Well, we got about 3
Dare we ask?
Current viewers at the moment. I'm going to check the participants. I can only see Elliot in there.
People will be coming. Probably people will be coming and going. To be fair,
I think so. Yeah, probably most likely. So yeah. Let's see.
Cool.
Creature of the Man went in the ways of the future. We did a character from the Time Machine book / film. Astropath character from.
Astropath. Yeah, I can't remember what the Astropath did. But yeah, I do remember the Astropath. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. I mean, I really liked the video. That was again fantastic video. And you said there's a part 2 to this, right?
Yeah, what I'm suggesting is that we maybe take a 5 to 10 minute break. For all those people watching, apologies. What we'll do is we'll spool up the second video, to be fair. Just take a quick, very, very short comfort break. And we're probably going to send a few links out to the groups that we know, to our Discord channels, just to let people know that we're now about to go into a part 2, which is going to involve maybe the third and fourth, which it is going to involve the history of the third and fourth. And then we're going to try and finish off with a speed run if we've got time, if that's what people want. And we were aiming for a nice chilled out evening, to be honest with you, today. We were supposed to be doing a live sort of stream tomorrow on Friday, but neither of us could make the time. So we decided, we wanted to do at least one this week, and we figured this was a good time to do it. So I'm going to have a look at the chat right now to see if anyone's. What's this? Elliot's still here. The original prototype. There was a card simply called Bull, which became the Raging Bull. Okay, cool. In the 4th edition.
Okay.
And the quiz question: which adventure cards in the 2nd edition never made it into the revised 4th edition? Now, actually, weirdly, Elliot, Lord Zods and I can probably answer a few of those questions, but at the moment, which 2nd edition adventure cards never made it over?
Oh, bollocks. Right.
Well, I know. Well, it depends. Do you mean pure 2nd edition, or do you mean expanded 2nd edition? That's the question, because there was a whole bunch of 2nd edition cards from the expansions, including the Dragon expansion, especially the Dragon expansion, which never made it into the 4th edition, even the 4th edition expansion for Dragon. But there you go. That's what I've. That's what I remember.
So it's the I think it's called the River Barge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the River Barge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It takes you straight to the harbour. Yeah, that's a really big one.
In the city.
Yep.
That's
a really good one, actually. Yeah, we loved that.
Yeah, that was really cool. Really, really cool to see.
Yeah. Oh, right. So, should we clear up and do a sign out for maybe 5-10 minutes, and we'll come back. Like I said, we'll chuck around some links, get a few more people in. Band of Zombies, yeah, very, very good. And I haven't seen that one, to be honest with you. I do remember it, though. I haven't seen that one recently. So let's get. Should we get a little bit of a? Yeah, let's get the break going on. We'll spool up the second part, and the secret door. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Let's continue this conversation after we've had a little bit of a break, because I definitely need
a comfort
a
break.
visit.
Yeah, I can tell. All right, cool.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
we'll see you folks in a moment. We'll be back in, let's say, 10 minutes. So 20 minutes to 10. All right. See you in a bit.
Cool. Nice.
Hello. After passing through...
Hello there, and we are back from our little kind of comfort break. So, if anyone's still in the chat, feel free to say hi so we know who's here. Cool to see.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the little intermission music, finally crafted by Lord Zods himself. So, it's quite relaxing. I was just sitting here, going like, oh, God, can we just like, hey, Elliot's still here. Yeah, I'm just listening to it going like, seriously, I just like to listen to this all night. In fact, that's what I'll do. I think after this stream, I'll just plug myself into a little bit of Spotify, listen to that kind of music and just go to sleep with it.
Well, if you like that music,
with a beer, obviously.
If you like that music, you can thank Jeremy Soul for that track. In fact, that was a track from the Elder Scrolls Skyrim soundtrack. One of my favorite all-time video games ever made. So if you like that sort of thing, check it out on Spotify, on Apple Music. It's on all the big platforms. There's even like a 15-minute long Skyrim Atmospheres track at the end of the album, which is, if you just want some nice ambience and a somewhat Nordic climate, that's kind of perfect already. So
nice. Yeah, cool. I'm like, I don't mind cracking on with the second part. So basically it's going to be part 2 of the history of Talisman with Jordan Sorcery, and this time we are going to be talking about 3rd edition and 4th edition. Basically most of the editions that a lot of the guys and geezers and girlies who will potentially like watch this, if we're not live watching this at the moment, you'll be probably watching this at a later date, will probably be mostly aware of. So yeah, this is going to be crazy. This is going to blow your mind, some of the stuff that comes up, because I have watched this, but I haven't watched this recently. Like, these videos that I'm kind of like pulling in out of the ether are definitely videos that I've watched in the past and been enamored with how they've been done, the quality of production for such a small YouTube channel. And I 100%, even though we're going to be showing the video in entirety, which is a little bit cheaty, but we are going to offer our own little our own little commentary in it. But I do say that, honestly, if you get a chance, go back and have a look at all of the content that these people produce. That's the Bottled Imp, Jordan Sorcery, and all the other people that we decide to give you a little bit of a tidbit and show it off. I definitely suggest you go back and watch all of their stuff, because it's quality content. It really is. So
I'll be sure to look at some of that stuff in my free time, for sure.
How many skulls on the 3rd edition board? Well, maybe Jordan will tell us. We'll find out, shall we?
Well, Eddie also says The Hobbit on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. The music for that game is excellent. So The Hobbit, I played that as a kid, back when around about Lord of the Rings, those films were coming out. Absolutely loved that game. But I was very young, don't really remember it much, other than just really enjoying it. So maybe that's something I'll look back and check out. So yeah, let's switch to the... Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, make sure the could you want to check make sure the none of the music is playing that you don't want to play. Is it all playing perfectly for you?
I've paused it. So
yeah. I'm just going to check the Cool. Excellent. Perfect. Okay, right, let's get going then, shall we?
Let's do this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come on, folks.
Hello. Through the portal of power and the plains of peril, perhaps you were pondering peace and prosperity.
Oh, lots of peace.
Is far from over. We've got about 10 more editions to look at. I'm Jordan, this is Jordan Sorcery, and today we're completing our quest to examine the history of Talisman.
10 more editions? What?
He's lying. He's so lying.
No, there's 20.
It feels like 10.
That's right.
Oh God, it feels like we were doing this for 10 years.
Talisman. Founded in 1989, the Swedish rock legends behind I'll Be Waiting and Mysterious. This time it's serious. Last time we found out that the late great Marcel Jacob had just recruited... Wait. That's a different video, sorry. No, this is actually a video about Talisman the board game. In part 1, we found out how Bob Harris, the original creator,
cringe.
wanted a similar version of D&D to play with his friends. He then took
I didn't quite.
to Games
I recognise
Workshop,
who he's talking about. I didn't
published
quite get
in
the connection.
1983.
So
That was the same year they released a board game designed by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Seriously, it is a very strange insurance sales game, and you can find out more by watching my video about it here. The second edition of Talisman was released in 1985,
he's got a Warhammer book
and it was a
on the shelf there.
success. There was
Yeah.
a run
Yeah.
of expansions released over the next 8 years. All of those are detailed in part 1, which you can watch here. This video is about the 3rd, 4th, 4th, and 4th edition of Talisman, and the video games and spin-offs that were released. If you enjoy it, please feel free to leave a like. Last time, we saw that Bob Harris and Games Workshop were not in agreement about how to move forward with the Talisman license.
He sold out.
Games
Got his money and run.
to release a game stuffed with plastic. Bob Harris was just
can you
not
really
sure
blame
how
the
that
guy
would
though?
work.
I mean, if it was a good
Eventually,
payout,
he walked
can you really
away from
blame
the
him?
project, leaving the license
Apparently it was.
Workshop. So what were
It's
they
got to be
doing?
like millions of dollars worth,
Talisman is
right?
a remake with a ton of
No, it'll probably be tens of thousands, right?
This edition made an effort to revamp
Imagine if he
and
held on to
refresh
it.
Talisman for a new audience. And to do that, GW brought out the big man himself, Jervis Johnson, designer of Advanced Hero Quest, Blood Bowl, and
Jervis
myriad other
Johnson.
classics. The production
Yeah, and Dark Future, and I don't know if he was involved with Space Hulk. Maybe someone in the chat could tell us, but yeah, all of those games are basically getting my juices flowing right now. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't have many juices left, mate. That's just the way it goes.
with completely new art in the 90s GW
You got enough to keep you alive.
expect to see a lot of vibrant reds,
Yeah, to play Talisman.
and it was to be presented in a classic GW.
Look at that box art.
stuffed
Wow,
with that
that's
lovely
very
silver plastic.
Warhammer-esque.
The intention for this edition was to streamline gameplay,
Yeah.
reducing
It's very
playtime so it's a
1990s.
little more manageable. Earlier editions could occasionally run over by
Woohoo!
more than a few hours, days, weeks, and months, and generally they wanted to
True.
simplify things a little. Perhaps the most
Ooh, sounds like
wait
a
a minute.
sounds like a relatively
They were
new
like-
edition that we're currently playing. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. They wanted to change the game up from 2nd edition to 3rd to reduce the time. Does that sound
That sounds
like
familiar. Yeah.
familiar, right? It sounds very familiar. Like
familiar.
it just so happens that we all know that this is absolutely impossible. But carry on. Do you think?
of the entire inner region. Surprise! Instead of progressing through this final stage across the squares on the board, when players crossed the causeway from the middle region and entered the wizard's tower, they would instead begin drawing from the tower deck, leading them to face the Dragon King and to attempt to claim the crown of command themselves.
There were
Oh.
only 11 characters included in the base game of the 3rd edition, with familiar favourites like the Troll left out to make room for more
No.
characters.
No, they
In
didn't
fact,
leave out a
there is
troll, did
some
they?
debate about whether or not we can conclusively
Losers.
say that Talisman 3rd edition
What?
was set in the Warhammer Old World.
There's some obvious stuff that supports the theory, like the appearance
Yeah,
of
Skaven,
and
obviously.
fanatic characters in the game.
Weird.
Pretty well rooted
Weird.
in Warhammer
Weird.
lore. The Crown of Command appears
Weird.
in many
Weird.
editions of Warhammer Fantasy Battle as a magic or enchanted item. It even makes its way into the Mortal realms of the Age of Sigmar as an item that can be found in the Warhammer Quest Shadows over Hammerhal game via the White Dwarf campaign Return to Hammerhal. And then there's the fact that the models used to represent the characters in the
Wait, pause
the
it for a sec.
same miniatures
Elliot
were
has said
released
in the
for
chat,
yeah.
in many cases.
even numbered editions best, odd numbered editions meh. Just like the Star Trek films.
Oh, true.
Just like Star Trek.
So Star Trek Zero would have been an amazing film, right?
Yeah, oh, amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. If there's no Star Trek, then we would
We
have all
don't
been
speak
fine.
about the nautical film.
What about Star Wars? Does that reach Star Wars as well? I mean, so it did start off with
Star Wars
number
is really like
4.
trilogies. So I mean, Elliot says Windows releases as well. Yeah, there's some. Although Windows 7 was actually pretty good. That was actually the last like true like good edition other than 10. In terms of like recent editions of Windows. 7 was a great operating system. XP was probably better, but 7 was good.
XP!
XP! Give me XP!
XP!
Oh, XP!
Anyway.
The miniatures line for the second edition of Talisman, which featured unique sculpts for all the characters, even the 40k ones, the likes of the Minotaur, Skaven Warrior, and many of the wizards that would join the Talisman quest are identical to their Warhammer counterparts. These are the same guys.
In opposition, there's stuff like Skaven already existing in Talisman. They were in the French Hero Citadel magazine, and I don't think many people would argue that Talisman 2nd Edition is set in the Warhammer world. Plus, the locations that we see on the game board don't really match what we know from the Warhammer history. And the Crown of Command that appears in the Warhammer game is in a much diminished state compared to the power of the Crown in the Talisman game. Who was the wizard as well? Was that
multi-universe
Drakenfels or someone like that? I suppose it could be. I guess we'll never have a definitive answer, and that's okay because it's a totally trivial and intangible question. It has no impact whatsoever. It's just fun to debate it, I suppose. If we did have a definitive answer, it would shroud the mystery and the fun of the question. And as a wise man once said, I can't let go, I can't let go. It's so mysterious.
Art for this edition is prime GW of the era. Artists Wayne England and Jeff Taylor, who produced much of the 90s Warhammer Fantasy art for army books and other releases, are absolutely let loose here. So much of the art has a lively, almost cartoony vibrancy, with all of the humour and character seen across Games Workshop games at the time. Just look at this toad.
Oh,
magnificent.
That's a sexy toad.
Oh my god.
26 in a quick count of the game board. Awesome. There were 3 expansions for the 3rd edition of
Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Whoa.
That's what Elliot was asking. Elliot was asking that. Is that how many skulls are on the board?
Jeff Taylor, who produced much of the 90s.
Oh, how many skulls on the 3rd edition board?
Other releases are absolutely let loose here. So much of the art.
See what I say.
Lively, almost cartoony vibrancy.
Lots of skulls.
There's
a lot.
Across Games Workshop games at the time. Just look at this toad.
That fucking
absolute unit.
Yeah, we love a toad.
And of course, there are a lot of skulls here.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
26.
3 expansions for the 3rd edition
52.
starting with City of Adventure in 1994. City,
He says 26.
By the 2nd edition expansion added 2 board sections, the City board
Right.
and Forest Realm.
Check this out.
And inspired.
Check that out. So they released the expansions in pairs.
Oh.
So you would buy the city with the woodlands and the dungeon with the highlands.
Right.
I love that. I think that's great.
It's good value.
And that's such a cool idea.
It's good value for money.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, I never seen these. I never played. I completely.
Corner sections actually.
I was going to say good value for money is something that's gone downhill since the 90s. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wrapped around the corners of the main board.
Yeah, whatever happened there?
New cards and 6 new characters included as well. Some of those were the Black Orc, the Chaos Dwarf, and the Assassin. And the advanced careers from the previous edition's City expansion also reappeared, so you could level up as a
advanced careers
champion. Also released in 1994 was the Dungeon of Doom. Drawing on Bob Harris's OG expansion, this set added a dungeon corner board and a mountain region as well. Again,
Highlands! Yeah! So, interesting, Glenn. Interesting that, isn't it interesting how when we play 4th edition and we talk about 4th edition, and when people ask us like, oh, what boards do you like to add into the 4th edition game? Almost 100%, pretty much 100% of the time, we say Talisman doesn't feel right without the dungeon and the highlands together. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Like, it is interesting because basically that's kind of like how it works. I think we explained it in the last video. I'm not going to go harp on about it because ultimately we did just do obviously the recent video release where Ken from the Bottled Imp talked about the City and the Highlands expansion, which are 2 sort of polar opposites of Call of expansions. It's not we don't. I wouldn't normally have the city with the Highlands and not anything else. That's for sure. I'd normally have the dungeon in there at least minimum. But yeah, so yeah, it is interesting. Interesting that they sold them in those packs. Pairing the city and woodlands is ideal together. Yeah, you're right, Elliot. Actually, it seems to make sense. To be fair, because yeah, it's kind of like some really kind of really high level, high turbo kind of esque gaming in there.
Which were actually given away free
Seems like
White
it.
Dwarf 186, along with a Chaos Warrior and a Beastman. The final expansion was released in 1996, and it is arguably the most visually impressive of all.
Yeah, look at
Talisman
that art.
expansions. This was
cool.
the Dragon's Tower. As with the other expansions,
Yeah.
there were more cards and characters included, such as an astronomer
This is the Holy
and a
Grail.
Chaos Sorcerer. But the real magic of this expansion lies somewhere
Look at this.
else. This is where the decision to remove the interior region from the main board is revealed to be a canny trick, played by Jervis and GW. In this expansion, you received a 3-tiered tower, constructed from cardboard that could be placed over that central space on the board. Now, players who crossed the causeway had to fight their way
pretty
up the
sexy.
tower, literally, getting to the top where they would face the physical manifestation of the Dragon King. A
Look at that!
Citadel Dragon.
Seriously, this was always set up in my local store's window. It was just so amazing to see. It was as
There you go.
impressive on the 100th time as it was on the first time you had seen it. I'm not surprised that this was the absolute must-have expansion.
There were other characters added to the game through the pages of White Dwarf magazine. In issue 177, there would be 4 new characters: a War Dancer, Necromancer, Dragon Rider, and Thief. White Dwarf 179 would offer an Ogre and a Dark Elf for the game, and issue 186 included character cards for a Swordsman and a Vampire.
This is so cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These were my dark years where I literally wandered the deserts as Kane, literally just working, being an engineer, like trying to live my life, and I was not playing games. That was the furthest thing from my mind. So that would have been my, oh my god, my sort of early 20s to kind of like mid to late 20s, I would say. So during that entirety of time, I missed everything to do with Talisman 3rd edition. And it wasn't until I settled down a little bit and got into D&D and some more board games did I suddenly happen upon a little bit of 4th edition, and then immediately snapped up all the expansions, start playing it with my friends and stuff. I did have actually like the Final Fantasy version of Talisman pretty much when that first came out, because it was heralded as pretty much the best version. And also friends told me that it was basically 2nd edition revised, not 3rd edition. So I went, yep, screw it, that's mine.
Elliot saying that the idea of the Dragon's Tower, they stole that from the game to do with Mummies in the Pyramid, where you build the cardboard pyramid.
Oh, stealings. Oh, it's not like Games Workshop, is it? Stealing ideas?
No,
Oh
never.
my god. What are you saying?
Stealing? That's an alien term to Games Workshop.
Oh yeah. No big company does that.
Jervis Johnson discovered a few lost characters on his computer, and they were released as a PDF on the GW website, as well as making their way into issue 62 of Games Workshop Mail Order's black and white catalogue magazine, Troll. This set of 4 characters actually included 3 that had been released in White Dwarf already: the Ogre, the Necromancer, and the War Dancer. The final lost character was the Pit Fighter, apparently developed for playtesting, but which never made the final cut.
Oh,
because he was the Pit.
The 3rd edition of Talisman was reprinted, and as part of an advertising push, a couple of those White Dwarf characters, the Vampire and the Thief, were included in issue 37 of Game Trade magazine. There were plans
Vampire.
to print more of the White Dwarf characters in GTM, but
God,
apparently they ran out of space to
the
include
artwork. What is
The
that?
3rd edition of Talisman is a perfect encapsulation of the 90s GW era. It is this colourful, over-the-top box stuffed with Citadel plastics, and yet nods to the Warhammer world in just a really fun bundle of stuff, I guess. This is actually the version of the game that was on the shelves when I was first getting into the hobby. I didn't really get into it at the time, but I am pretty certain that if I went back and played it now, I would be hit by floods and floods of nostalgia. It really is of a time for me. In 2007, video game producer
Fair play.
Capcom were developing a version of Talisman for PlayStation Network, Xbox Live Arcade, and PC. The intention was that it would release around the same time as the upcoming 4th edition of the board game. However, in 2008, Capcom pulled the plug. One of their senior leaders described the development process as a misfire. It had cost way more than they expected it to, and they were out of the Talisman game business. The rights were
Wow.
at the same time,
Hang on.
an independent developer
Just so I understand that clearly.
Yeah.
working on his own.
Capcom approach.
There was a mofo Capcom bloody game planned for Talisman just as 4th edition was going to get released, which would have been epic. It would have been kind of like Golden Axe, wouldn't it? That's what it would have been.
Capcom's a
Wouldn't
big
that be
name.
amazing?
Capcom's big.
Dash.
Shit.
Yeah.
That would have, I mean, right around that time, they were making games like Dead Rising, like video
Golden
game
Axe
wise, like Dead Rising.
Yeah.
I think was it Devil May Cry? Is that a Capcom? Oh, I'm getting confused now on Devil May Cry, but that's a big one. People love that shit.
Oh crap! Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, so again, this is definitely the era that I was fizzling out on. That's for sure. Yeah.
I gotta check.
Yeah, so I don't know as much.
I've just got to double check quickly. Yeah. Devil May Cry is Capcom.
Ooh,
Okay,
Elliot.
yeah. So this is like the this would have lined up with like the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era, because those consoles had just come out around about that time, and that was like the era of what they called like HD gaming. So when you start having like flat screen TVs that can do 1080p HD essentially.
Yeah.
So there's a big push for like games with good graphical fidelity. So that could have been a massive boom if Capcom hadn't pulled out on that deal. That could have been a big boom to Talisman 4th.
Elliot says that there was a Capcom trailer for the supposedly 3D board. I don't. Let me just do a quick check on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Capcom
find it, that'd be great.
trailer.
Yeah.
For Talisman. Let's have a look. Oh, there is. There is. 17 years ago, dude.
Whoa.
Shall I get it up? Hold on. Let me get it up.
Should we do it play now or wait until after this video?
I can flip between the two. It's fine.
Okay,
Hold on.
that's fine.
Let me get the let me see if I can get it over there. Yeah, give me a second. I'll see if I can get it over onto it without spoiling everything. Let me do this. Boom. Okay, and
yeah, he says Curse of the Mummy's Tomb was another game Workshop release. So oh, dude.
Whoa! Look at this! Come on!
Oh, we missed out.
What?
We missed out on what could have been something incredible.
Capcom. You sly dogs. Can we watch that again? I want to watch that again.
Watch it again. Yeah, that was very short. I want to watch that again.
Hold on. Let me get it.
Oh,
Where is it?
Whoa! Pause it.
Oh,
Pause it.
We don't want that. We don't want that. Let me have a look. Where is it again? Where is it?
That's another video we've lined up. But we're not going to watch that today. We're going to watch that another time.
Not today. Here we are.
Yeah, so they have the trademark, 4th edition trademark artwork.
Yeah.
Feel free to pause it, Glenn, as well, so we can zoom in on bits or just observe a bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Because it goes very quick. All right, yeah, so look, everything's 3D. And look, the inner region is above. It stacks up.
Oh!
You see that?
Oh! Look at this. Yeah. The Crown of Commands? Oh, dude, come on. Well, okay.
So maybe in an alternate universe, this is what we would have gotten instead of the current digital classic edition.
Yeah, absolutely. This is.
It would have been 3D rather than what Noma Games have made.
Yeah. Holy moly.
So, well, maybe he'll cover it in the rest of this video, but maybe after Capcom pulled out, they're like, well, crap, we have 4th edition coming out. We need some kind of digital presence. And then they reached out to Nomad Games. But I don't think that version of the game wasn't released until 2012, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, around about that sort of time. Yeah. Yeah.
So that still took like another 4 years for them to get that sorted.
Hey,
So that was 4 or 5
Dwayne's in
years
the
after
house.
release.
Dwayne's in the house. He's woke up.
Whoa! Dwayne, hey. How's it going?
Hey, Dwayne. Yeah, he just missed Capcom.
Oh, do you want to play it for him? Do you want to show him what could have been?
I don't know. Did he miss it? Dwayne, did you see it?
Did you see the Capcom video we just showed? It's going to be a bit delayed.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, he hasn't. Okay, let's play it one more time for him. Yeah.
Want to do it one more time? Because it is a good fit.
So, Dwayne, I don't know if you can see it early in the chat, but this is what 4th edition could have been, digitally at least.
Okay, wait, brace yourself. Now about to play. It's only 30 seconds long, so we ain't got much. Only 20 seconds of goodness. Here we go.
All right.
It's what it could have been before Nomad.
Look, yeah, you even got the same dice rolling. It looks exactly the same as on Nomad, almost.
That's Storm River.
Look at that. Oh.
Boom.
And the music sounds great
Losers.
too. I quite like it. Very Lord of the Rings-esque. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's amazing.
So, Dwayne, we are currently watching a documentary. We're currently watching a documentary video, and Elliot just pointed out that Capcom, there was a 3D tech demo that was shown for this like supposed Capcom version of the game, but they pulled out, because they didn't think it was viable. So
yeah, and we got what we got, and we got what we got. Right, here we go. Right, let's get this back to where we were. I can't remember where we are now. Oh, this looks like it. Yeah, we're about here, aren't we?
A little bit ahead.
On legal ground, the Talisman was dead.
Talisman was dead! Whoa!
At the same time, the developer, Tim Street, was working on his own unauthorized version of Talisman, which would actually get several different
did we miss a bit still? Then?
Games Workshop caught up with him.
Did we?
Maybe, if you go back a little bit further. Oh, so yeah, it ran about this bit.
Yeah. In 2007, video game producer Capcom would
Here
develop a version of Talisman for PlayStation Network, Xbox Live Arcade, and PC. The intention was that it would release around the same time as the upcoming 4th edition of the board game. However, in 2008, Capcom pulled the plug. One of their senior leaders described the development process as a misfire. It had cost way more than
I bet
out of the Talisman game business. The rights were
out of money
to Games Workshop. At the same time, an independent developer, Tim Street, was working on his own unauthorized version of Talisman, which would actually get several different editions and updates before Games Workshop caught up with him and shut it down on legal grounds.
Boo!
Oh man, Games Workshop Mafia.
Well, that would make it to shelves. More than once. 3 times, in fact.
Oh.
Fantasy Flight Games announced that they had acquired the rights to publish new versions of classic Games Workshop
Here we go.
games in 2008 as part of a broader collaborative deal. Whilst this would ultimately see many new
Here we go.
released, it
Oh,
was
look
some
at
of the
that.
issues that were prompting the most excitement, and first amongst them was Talisman.
Look at this.
Talisman 4th Edition, published by Black Industries the year before. This new version of the game updated the art and took the game closer to its pre-big box roots, even returning to the cardboard standees rather than miniatures. And it included some additional game design work by none other than Rick Priestley. Black Industries also made a couple of bonus cards that were included with direct sales from their website. The Rod of Ruin and Arena.
This is the edition that we know and love.
They made a PDF of extra characters available as well.
Very close to.
And the Hobgoblin, based on
it's not exactly the same. It's not revised, but yeah.
Talisman expansion set, and the Pixie, based on the sprite from the Talisman Dungeon expansion. Black Industries was the role-playing arm of Black Publishing, the publishing arm of Games Workshop. So when the FFG deal
in-house,
through, all of their titles moved across to Fantasy Flight.
It's probably fair to say that the Black Industries version of Talisman is the most recognizable to many people, at least by one metric, And that's because it features in TV sitcom The Big Bang Theory in its first few seasons. All the time. I kind of always knew those guys were toads. Although a lot of the design rules would remain the same between the BI and FFG versions of the 4th edition, there would be some changes when Fantasy Flight took over. Designer John Goodenough, the man behind the Runebound game and the World of Warcraft game.
John Goodenough.
Fun fact. Don't mind talking about it now because it's getting very, very close to the time. But me and Zoz will be talking to John Goodenough very, 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 very soon, and probably playing a game with him as well.
And yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's just literally said, John and myself did the Black Industry demoing at Games Day. Yeah. That's
Elliot, yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of time, a one-on-one, basically asking him some questions, about kind of his thoughts and processes, because he's obviously a games designer, and it's going to be really, really fun playing a game with him as well. So yeah. Oh, John New. So we're going to be.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there we go. Lots of things happening. We're actually going to be doing this with John New as well as John Goodenough. So, we kind of John New, big name, obviously, Talisman Islands, the whole lot. There's a lot going on, to be honest with you. Elliot worked directly with John Goodenough in the design process. We're going to do a couple of other things with John Goodenough, but we're still kind of like hammering out what that might look like at the moment. So yeah, but by the way, just so you all know, he's watching what we're doing and he's enjoying it very much. So there you go.
That's fantastic.
He thinks we know what we're doing, Zods. I know.
Oh,
weird, isn't it?
Sweet little child.
we don't know anything.
Brought in by Fantasy Flight to make some further revisions to the rules.
The release would include plastic miniatures for the characters once again, along with some
Sam Bailey
to represent the toads. 4, in fact, each given a different shaped base so that players could keep track of which one was theirs in the event of a catastrophic multiplayer toading situation. This revised 4th edition would also include a new mechanic, Fate, that would allow players to spend tokens to reroll certain dice results like moves or card effects. As this was not included in the Black Industry,
so Fate was not included in the initial release of 4th edition.
No, it's not. No, not at all. But if you have been hanging around waiting for the 4th edition, revised edition, background and history, now's your time to make yourself heard in the chat. If you're just like lurking and just like listening half-assed in the kind of corner somewhere, which is great, by the way, we all love you for doing that. But if you want to put in, this is now about to get interesting. So basically the game that you properly know and love is now about to get, Jordan Sorcery is about to talk about the full history of this game and where it come from and the expansion sets and everything like that. So this is going to be really interesting to hear. Okay. So you're welcome. This is going to be great. Right. Yeah, strap yourselves in. This is going to be great.
FFG released an upgrade pack that included replacement cards that allowed players to use their BI version of the game.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. So if you already bought the previous version, you could do the upgrade pack.
There were 14 in the 10 years between 2008 and 2018.
Didn't know about that.
They would come in different formats though. There were big boxes that would have new characters and cards and board sections. There were small boxes which would have new characters and cards and concepts. And then there were also some print-on-demand card packs as well.
The Reaper small box expansion would introduce the Grim Reaper itself as around the board. There were 4 new characters.
Here we go.
We love the Reaper.
The Dark Cultist and the Merchant. There were a couple of pre-order bonuses for this expansion: adventure cards, Doppelganger, and Instructor. The Frostmarch small box expansion brought with it the return of the alternate ending mechanics from Talisman the Adventure set from
there you go.
Edition. New characters included the Ogre Chieftain and another 2nd edition legend, the Leprechaun. After the introduction of the alternate endings in Frostmarch, FFG released some bonus cards online. These included a new version of the Crown of Command and the Dance Macabre, an alternate ending that required the Reaper as well. In 2009, the first big box was released. The Dungeon was back.
Cheers, Dwayne.
The new region board took the same corner style that we'd seen in 3rd edition, and the new characters from the box included the Amazon and the Swashbuckler. In 2010, the Sacred Pool was released. This small box included new characters like the Chivalric Knight and the Dread Knight, and added stable cards that let you recruit new mounts for your characters. As well as that, there were neutral cards that could grant boons and punishments according to your alignment. The second big box expansion.
Yeah, I've got all of these. The figures are dude, the figures are incredible.
They're great.
Like literally, I've got a mass of plastic in my boxes, and I every now and again just like get a little bit drunk when whiskey, open up all the boxes, just lay them out and have a look at them.
Tower set, as it included a
That's amazing.
That was placed over the inner.
That is incredible.
The Dragon Rider makes a reappearance.
Why don't you paint them?
Hi, Alan.
With the mighty Minotaur.
Why? It's too much time, too much effort. I don't want to destroy them.
Oh, hey, Alan. Yeah, hey, Alan Arnold. Nice to see you in the chat.
Yeah, hey, Alan.
Thanks for joining the stream.
Yeah, glad to have you on board, mate. Yeah. We're learning about the history of Talisman 4th edition at the moment.
And a vampire hunter character, and also gave us a chance to catch up with the horrible Black Void after all these years.
Fantasy Flight would eventually end their relationship with Games Workshop, sacrificing the right to continue producing Talisman. Production and design on existing and new products for the Talisman range would be taken over by Pegasus Spiel. It's also worth noting that up to this point, every...
Just pause the video here. Pause the video.
Yep.
That brings us to
yours, Pegasus?
Today.
Yeah. So that's at the point where I lost about £800 in value on my board games at that point when Pegasus Spieler took over it. Literally overnight, they flooded the market with lots of Talisman expansions. And my Highland expansion, Fantasy Flight, before Pegasus Spieler took it over, was worth about 250 quid or something stupid like that. And then suddenly overnight it was worth 40 quid. And I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah. But now the Highland expansion is worth about not quite that amount of money, but very similar to it now again. So.
Unless they do reprints of 4th edition, that's just going to keep getting higher and higher until eventually it'll become £800 again. So yeah, you never know.
Know. We're working our way up. We're working our way up again.
I need to get hold of the. Oh man, I'm so annoyed that because Glenn and I. Sorry, I know you want to continue watching the video, but I have to say, Glenn and I, we were playing 4th edition like way back during 2020, like during COVID. To be fair, we actually played the physical game. Even before that, we ran a
2017, 2018. Yeah,
we created a board game club in a pub in the local area where I live. Glenn also used to live nearby. But yeah, we
started with HeroQuest.
Literally HeroQuest. That was just awesome. I can't believe I got a chance to play that. It was really cool. That's now really hard to find, by the way. HeroQuest. That's getting more and more difficult to buy. But yeah.
Yeah.
We played the physical 4th edition, and I was thinking at the time, like, oh, maybe I should, like, splurge, the pocket money that I've got, the extra cash I've got on this game. Nah, I'm sure nothing will happen. It won't be discontinued. Lo and behold, we get through COVID, I believe, and then that's basically around the time they stopped printing. Pegasus Speedy stopped printing it, and then you just saw the copies.
Prices went.
Well, the brand new copies still existed for a while, but obviously they eventually ran out on places like Amazon.
Yeah.
And then once that happened, you were just stuck with, inflated costs on eBay. So.
Yeah. I do have 2 copies of the Harbinger set, by the way.
2 copies of the
I accidentally bought 2. accidentally bought an extra copy. I have a Fantasy Flight version and a Pegasus Spieler version of it. So maybe next time we meet up, I can drop it off to you or something.
Oh shit! I mean, which one would you give?
It's got all the figures. It's got all the figures. It's great.
but which one of those would you give? The Fantasy Flight or the Pegasus?
Oh, I'll keep the Fantasy Flight because that was the
even
version
rarer.
that I originally bought. Yeah.
That's even rarer now, so that makes sense. But no, that'd be much appreciated.
Nice.
Jesus, that's very generous of you.
Yeah, I'll get it out. Yeah.
The Vampire Hunter originally had a purple dress. That it says.
Oh, Elliot's got 3 copies of Harbinger by the looks of it.
Why have you got 3 of them?
Yeah, 3 of everything.
3 of all of them.
Nice one, Elliot.
Oh shit! Damn. Oh, that's cool. That's really, really cool. Dwayne said,
you go.
"Oh, my collection is in one big tub under my bed. We'll send a photo in the Discord when I have time. Please do, because that's crazy." The collections are getting quite rare now in terms of who's got them, who hasn't. So
yeah, let's press on with this whole video. We've got about 15 minutes left of it, and it's I'm dying to see where this goes because I know he doesn't talk about 5th edition. So
designed by John Goodenough, that is a mammoth undertaking worthy of praise, and he wasn't done quite yet.
Well done, Elliot. I understand now.
A relief pitching from a fresh arm.
In 2013, John New, founder of the Talisman Island website, would design the Netherrealm expansion. This is the first print-on-demand set and includes
John New,
cards
Elliot's friend, right?
A set of dangerous foes and events that are used in the 3 new alternate endings from this set. In 2013, John Goodenough returned for his final big box expansion, The City, adding the city board into the
it's the last one he worked on,
and introducing characters like the Cat Burglar and the Spy. 2014 would see a new expansion designed by Samuel Bailey, co-designer of the incredible Forbidden Stars 40k game released by FFG. This was the Woodland expansion. This big box finally added the 4th corner board and brought new characters like the Ancient Oak and the Spider Queen to the table. Bailey would be the designer for the majority of the remaining expansions for the 4th edition.
Nice.
The same year also saw
nice.
the Farmlands expansion, a small box that added terrain cards to reshape the board, and characters like the Dervish and the Gin-Blooded. In a neat bit of serialized storytelling, the next expansion was the Harbinger, and it introduced the Omen deck alongside new characters like the Celestial. Whenever you share a region with the ominous Harbinger, you draw omens rather than adventures, and the destruction he foretells is cataclysmic. And that's because the final big box expansion for the game, released in 2016, was the Cataclysm itself. The devastating
I have that. I have that original. So yeah.
Like the Black Knight have sallied forth from their castle on the board,
Fighting Fantasy.
The quest across the map. In 2015,
Fantasy Flight, sorry.
Samuel Bailey also designed an additional print-on-demand set, the Deep
Oh.
Realms, that makes further use of the Nether deck and offers new methods of traversal across the board. This would actually be re-released in a bundle with the Nether Realms in 2018.
Wow, that is a lot of Talisman. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to play with some of those expansions, let alone all of them. And that does not take into account the 12 characters that were released as promos through the German Mephisto magazine. In fact, there are over 85 playable characters available for the 4th edition of Talisman. I think you can definitely say about the 4th edition, and that is that it's very supported. In 2013, Talisman would go to somewhere it had never been before, the 41st millennium. Sure, in the 2nd edition expansion, Timescape, we had seen Space Marines and other 40k characters make their way into the Talisman game, but it had never been set in 40k, and that was going to change. Now, we were going to go to deep space.
Relic was released by
we're talking about all the additional games now. Yeah.
Taking Talisman as a
it's
base,
huge.
The game rules were redeveloped by revised 4th edition designer John Goodenough and Jason Walden, the designer of several expansions for FFG's Game of Thrones board game. This game is set in the Antian sector, a corner of Imperial space that is beset by Xenos, demons, and other threats on all sides. Players take on the role of mighty heroes of the Imperium, such as a Space Marine, Ogryn, Commissar, or Sanctioned Psyker. Rather than include full miniatures for these characters like those in the 4th edition of the game, or even Citadel miniatures like the 3rd edition did, Relic features only character busts for each player to use. This is presumably a result of the FFG license and being unable to produce competing miniatures for 40k. But even if it's sanctioned like our friend the Psyker, I still think it's a bit of a shame. Players move around
it is.
the edges of the board, attempting to complete missions, gathering enough strength to proceed to the inner ring, where they will encounter a scenario sheet in order to win. The board for this game is a beauty, calling out familiar concepts from 40k lore alongside the well-designed cards and components. It offers an immersive setting for the game.
That looks really cool.
For Relic. First, there was Nemesis in 2014, designed by Alex Davey, a developer for much of the Star Wars Legion and Armada lines.
There you go. That's what you want, isn't it?
Oh, those are the Star Wars board games I want to play. Yeah.
Through new game modes. It also introduced new busts for Xenos enemies that players face, like a Chaos Space Marine and a Gene Stealer, along with 2 new playable characters, an Eversaw Assassin and a Stormtrooper Sergeant. There were other new rules like becoming an apostate if you used illegal alien technology.
God, this was like Talisman was going full on fucking Nelly in this era.
Was Halls of Tin.
Yeah.
This set was designed by Samuel Bailey, designer of some of those 4th edition Talisman expansions, along with Tim Flanders, designer of...
I'm not surprised Fancy Flight are right. So...
Dwayne's got Relic and the expansions.
Wow.
That's cool. That is so cool.
On simulating the dangerous politics of the Imperium, and came with a new nemesis, another traitor Space Marine, and 3 new player characters as well, a Terminator, a Navigator, and a Sister of Battle. It also had some new scenario sheets to allow for even more win conditions for the game.
Despite the popularity of the 40k universe in general, and Talisman in particular, Relic never really seemed to take off. It received mostly middling reviews.
It's available on Steam,
its fate was sealed
by the way.
End of the FFG
Tabletop Simulator on Steam. Yep.
It just never turned into the runaway Talisman in the 40k universe success that many people wanted. But it was not the only game that would attempt to try Talisman in 40k. In fact, a few years later, and 10,000 years worth of lore earlier, Nomad Games would release Talisman Horus Heresy for iOS, Android, and Steam.
Here we go.
The game took the basic mechanisms...
Here we go, Nomad Games. Big up, big up.
...into a digital board game that saw players take on the role of loyalist or traitor marines and working with or against 3 other players in competitive or team-based modes. The Horus Heresy version of the game is no longer available, having been expunged from all records in 2020, but Nomad's other Talisman games are still available to buy. Before Horus Heresy, in 2012, Nomad had published Talisman Prologue, a single-player version of traditional Talisman
Here we go.
Steam, console,
Nomad, here we are.
and mobile as well. 2 years later, this would be expanded to become the Talisman Digital Edition. This was
There we
a
go.
version of the classic game, top to bottom, designed around online and local multiplayer with up to 6 players competing.
Look at that.
It also retains Prologue's offline single-player mode that allows you to go against AI-controlled opponents. After that, Nomad released Talisman Origins. This was primarily a single-player experience, described as a questing game in the world of Talisman that spans 100 challenges and multiple story campaigns, things like the forging of the Crown of Command or the rise of the Dragon King. In 2018, Pegasus Spiel released Talisman Legendary Tales.
Wow, it just keeps going. Wow, it doesn't stop.
Seriously, the 2010s just seems to be just release after release after release. They were really trying to capitalize on this IP.
As a much more kid-friendly game, the setup is built around a map of hex tiles, as dictated by...
I wonder what drove them to continue doing this.
Yeah.
Around the map, draw tokens.
Well, clearly they must have been making some kind of money because they kept printing new stuff.
Yeah.
The game was developed by prolific designers Michael Palm and Lucas Zack, the team behind Back
Oh.
the Dice game and Aventuria adventure card game. An extra character
Yeah, we played those.
for Talisman Legendary Tales, the Druid, with all of the boards, tokens, and standees necessary to play them, and released as a promotional incentive.
The following year, Pegasus Spiel went even further in their expansion of the Talisman world and game line. They released an RPG.
Talisman Adventures is set against the backdrop of
I've got it.
Pause the video.
Yeah, I've literally got it on my desk right now. All right, let's pause it. Let's pause it. All right, so
Get yours out,
this
get
is
yours
something
out.
that, this is something that both Zods and I are 100% committed to. Let me get the video out so we can see. There we are.
Go.
So we're both committed to doing a little bit of this. To be honest with you, we're reading the books, reading up. We don't quite know where it's going to go, but we've already been offered an opportunity to join quite a large RPG channel who is very interested in and seeing, well, basically seeing what we got, show us what you got at Talisman. So we might be reaching out to some of our other community members who can make it and who enjoy a little bit of role playing, probably D&Ders of some kind. And we're going to play this absolute beauty of a game.
The
see what we
inside
can
of
do
this
with it.
book is absolutely. I've just got mine today, and I had a little skim. The artwork inside this book is beautiful. In fact, some of it, like this little portrait illustration here, that is directly from the 4th edition, actually. So there is a lot of artwork from the 4th edition, which is in here, which is good to see because I do really like the 4th edition artwork. It's very good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And you do get fate tokens in the game.
Yeah,
you do get maps. Yeah.
But yeah, DMs. What I like is that the book has a section for players, and it also has a section for DMs. So literally, has everything you need to run this system.
I'm looking forward to it. To be honest with you, I don't know whether I'm going to end up being a GM or being a player, but I'd love to mince around with it, see what happens. Get a recording done, get it out on Talisman Tavern and be cool, or crossover with we have been offered a crossover by another YouTube channel who is only about, 20 times larger than us, 30 times larger than us, maybe
something
more.
like that. Yeah,
actually way more than that.
Massively bigger than we are, and that's going to be a cool collaboration. But we won't spoil any more details of that. Dwayne is saying he's jealous of us guys. So
what's he saying? Let me have.
I'm jealous of you guys.
Yeah. We're getting invited to all the parties, Dwayne. Come on, join the party. It's gonna be big.
Fine, we'll crash you in somehow. It's all good.
So just hang around the
outside,
bathroom window.
by the
We'll get in.
entrance.
We are the bathroom boys. We are the bathroom boys.
Yeah.
Right, let's crash on with this video so we can decide what we're going to do after this.
Mighty wizard whose crown of command and magical talismans have been secreted across the world. The lead designer for the game was Ian Lemke, a very experienced game developer with credits including the original Changeling the Dreaming.
Oh, I did play the Masquerade. I did play that.
Star Trek. Okay.
Star Trek Adventures.
Have a little look here if you want more history on that game.
There have since been a number of game aids, scenarios, and companions.
There is a lot of content for Talisman RPG.
Now play Monopoly against the backdrop of many different IPs and worlds. They started to retrofit Talisman so that you could play it in different franchised universes as well.
In 2019, there were a couple
I played this. Right, okay, I'm going to just pause this for a second. We do actually have a couple of videos on this spooled up and ready to do very similar what we're doing now. A little bit of kind of like, I guess, an appreciation for the game and appreciation of other people who are playing it. So we're going to be running a commentary on that. And 100%, Lord Zoz has no experience of this right now. I have experience in actually playing this game. Zoz hasn't probably seen a single turn or round of this game.
No. I mean, I know of the Kingdom Hearts franchise because I played that way back in the day when I was a little kid with the first game on PlayStation 2, but I never beat that one. because it was actually my cousin's copy. So my cousin actually owned it, and I played it one day, and then he just kind of took it back and never really finished it. But I do own. Actually, hang on, what am I talking about? I do own the remasters. So on PlayStation 4, that is the collection of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I just haven't got around to playing this, to be honest. I bought this 4 years ago or something like that. I just have not had the time. Just other stuff in my life has been going on. I haven't had the time to play it. So there's something you want to delve into. Yeah,
so we are going to do a reaction video to that. Just so you guys and girls know, we're not just going to do reaction videos from now on. It just so happens that we dropped a couple just very, very recently. I think we are 100% committed into doing games live, in real life, and also digital. But these reaction videos have really taken our fancy currently because we love the expanded universe of Talisman, what other people are doing with it. We'd love to bring more information and cool stuff to all of you, maybe stuff that you haven't seen yet, and also more importantly, give you our opinion. And our opinion is really sucky, so I think you'll find it funny. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's play.
Kingdom Hearts. Set in the world of Kingdom Hearts, a video game that itself is a merging of Square Enix and Disney properties, this Talisman game sets players on a quest to
Dwayne says, I wonder who that RPG channel is. He's seen the people joining our channel. He knows who it is.
Yeah. But you can become a Heartless. The game is described as maintaining the beloved aspects and exploratory spirit of earlier versions of Talisman, whilst offering a light-hearted Disney nostalgia.
Peddling nostalgia as entertainment? No, I have no idea what you're talking about, officer.
Based on Harris's original rules, but with significant revisions developed by Cami Mandel and Eliza Teague. Cami Mandel designed several Disney-themed games like Munchkin DuckTales and Mickey.
Yeah, the video that we're going to be doing a reaction on involves her.
Eliza Teague had worked on the Apocrypha adventure card game and a range of Geek Out party games as well.
Yeah. The other franchise Talisman game.
I mean, yeah, she's an interesting lady.
Super Villain Edition. This is a game that really intrigues me actually because I'm a big fan of Batman and DC in general. You
now,
actually be able to see behind me just
I would love to play this.
Massive flying fox model, the Batman plane from the recent movies. And I might actually do a DC RPGs video at some point. But before
dude,
once again,
has he done that yet? I would love to see that. I have a lot of DC Heroes RPGs. Now, this game, this Talisman Batman game, looks amazing. It looks perfect.
Like Joker, Two-Face, and Bane, plus the officially best Batman villain, Clayface.
I'm sorry, it's official. There's nothing I can do.
And there are many more villains to boot. You are all trying to escape Arkham.
I would buy this if I could get a hold of it.
Cells to guard posts to the staircase up the tower and into the control room, where you will face down the Batman himself for the final time. I'm not sure
nice.
How play-friendly the small scratchy
right, so
on
this is amazing. Okay, right. So you soon as you like how the mechanics go in this game. Batman is like the Reaper. He gets moved around by other people if you roll a 1. And then Batman lands on you. He attacks you, obviously, and starts trying to beat you up. If you beat him, then you get bonuses. So it's a slightly more advanced Reaper. So it's not like you roll on a kind of table and you just get given this random thing. You have to beat the Batman. Cool. And if you beat the Batman in the outer region, he's got 8 craft and 8 strength. But in the middle region, he's got 10 craft, 10 strength. And in the center region, literally right in the middle, in the inner region, he's got 12 craft, 12 strength. I effing love that.
I should just tell you now, this Batman edition is on Tabletop Simulator.
Okay.
It's on there.
I think we'll be playing that at some point. 100% we'll be playing that because it looks amazing. It really does. I've seen a playthrough of it. So, and I was like completely like enamored by it. I was like, holy crap, why are we not playing this thing? It's amazing. Yeah.
Oh,
but there you
go.
Cool. This
game's board, it's very scaled back visually, but I like the design of this game a lot. And whilst you're in this asylum,
The design is great.
Toaded, you get
It looks
Brain,
really cool.
Which, I don't know,
Really
isn't
cool.
as cool as Batman fighting giant toads, I guess. The game was designed by Patrick Marino, who also worked on several of the Rising games, as well as the
Die Hard.
Nakatomi Heist board game.
Curiously, there has yet
Okay.
to be a superheroes edition of Batman Talisman, so I don't know why they use the naming convention Supervillain Edition. Just seems really strange to me. In
Because heroes don't fight each
there were
other.
two more
Yeah.
Very simple.
versions of Talisman. Everyone's favourite story of a magical child who's inherited great power that would allow them to challenge the status quo and upturn the entire universe, only to discover that actually, after all is said and done, things remain exactly the same. Yes, it's both Star Wars and Harry Potter.
In Talisman Star
Ah.
Wars, you get to
Nice
play
one, Elliot.
characters from either the light side or the dark side of the Force.
I saw
racing
this.
around familiar
Well-
locations in the Star Wars universe in an attempt to be the first to face Emperor Palpatine himself. The game draws on the entire history of the franchise.
Oh,
So
it's using
all
the
of the
Disney,
characters, including Luke,
sequel
Wombat
stuff.
Skywalker,
Yeah.
Okay.
Darth, Samus,
Yeah.
Vader, and Kylo,
Not a big fan of that, but
Ren.
we'll save that conversation for maybe never.
After dark.
After dark, yeah.
You have to fight Palpatine. If you're a bad guy, you want to kill him and take over his empire.
Do it.
If you're a good guy,
Do it. Do
you
it.
want to
Do it.
kill him and restore order to the universe.
Like Relic, the playing pieces for this edition of the game take the form of character busts rather than complete minis.
Yeah, same as the Warhammer.
That's a pretty accurate view of him at the end of episode 1.
Except for double.
Nice.
Again, this is a talisman where you can't become a toad.
That's amazing.
Disoriented.
That's a deep cut right there. Oh, shit.
A promo card
Wait, what was that?
released alongside the base
I
game
missed
while
that bit.
stocks lasted,
Oh, no, no,
included four
Oh, no.
Oh, I just realized what I just said, Glenn. Oh, that's a deep
except for
cut.
Darth
That's a
Vader.
deep
That's
cut.
a
Get
pretty
it?
accurate view of him.
Because you're cutting off.
And once again, this is a talisman where you can't become a
The
toad.
ultimate deep cut.
You just
Oh.
get disoriented. Sounds like Bantha Dung to me. Promo cards released alongside the base game while stocks lasted that included 4 additional encounter cards. Amongst them, the legendary Millennium Falcon, iconic battle droid and Sith TIE fighter, and
Oh,
Nice.
Eddie's not a fan of the Batman version.
Star Wars Talisman was designed by Sean
He's
Fleischer,
not.
mined
No,
by
he says it's
several
not as good
Oh,
as,
it's
as the other versions.
Sorcerer's Arena
Oh, okay, fair enough. I haven't played the Harry Potter or the Star Wars version, but
In this version of
I
the
saw
game,
the
players take
Batman
control
version. I
of
thought I
the
really want to play that.
Order of the
I really do.
in an attempt to progress towards and around Hogwarts to get to the Dark Lord first. Finally,
Alan
one of the
Arnold,
franchise versions of the
says
game
a Bantha
takes
toy.
the Talisman seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of getting turned into a slimy toad, in this game, you become
that a ferret?
The character lineup includes
Yeah.
lots of favorites like Hagrid, McGonagall, and Malfoy. Like Star Wars, you can only battle with other players if they aren't on the same side as you. And then when you get to
Ah.
Voldemort, all of the
Oh,
players
okay.
still have to fight him, either to prove your worthiness or to defeat
I
him.
do like that
I
idea.
totally get this approach. It makes sense to keep things balanced,
Yeah.
or at least as balanced as you can get in a Talisman game. But given how stark the good guy, bad guy fights are in Star Wars and Harry Potter, it really seems like a shame that they didn't come up with opposing win conditions. In both cases, you just fight the bad guy and then win by defeating him, where I think there could have
Oh,
been
well.
something a little bit more interesting, depending on which
Shots
side
fired.
you were on.
Again, as with Star Wars, there was an early purchase incentive with a promo pack of object cards, though there were only 2 at
Ooh.
the time, Beezor
Kidding
and
me.
Felix Felicis. The Harry Potter edition of
Never to be seen again.
developed by Cami Mandel, the co-designer of the Kingdom Hearts version of the game.
All 4 franchise versions of Talisman
Oh.
were released by the company The OP,
Wow.
also known as USA Opoly. And that's
Yeah.
with different
Nice.
Subtle.
IPs
Subtle.
as well.
Cheers, bro.
That makes me think
Yeah.
we've not seen the end of picking up different versions of the
Nice.
game of Talisman and dropping it into different IPs and worlds. I would be very surprised if it was anything other than the Marvel Universe coming up soon. But here's my pitch. A game that deserves the true and dedicated version of Talisman that it never really
Go on.
got. How about
Go on.
Talisman Warhammer? So there you
Right. you and I, Zods, we have a better IP suggestion, don't we? We literally have the ultimate IP suggestion for Talisman, which is never going to get done. And I am so like, we've only mentioned it to maybe one or two people, but I know this would literally kickstart the Talisman game like no one's business. If you're going to do a 5th edition IP kind of like rewrite in any way, shape, or form, it has to be this. And I'm scared of saying it because it's so goddamn gorgeous. It's such a good,
amazing, amazing crossover. It works so well. It would work so well.
I want to be part of writing that, to be fair. I can't, like, I'm like, it's going to go out. Someone's going to lock onto it, and they're going to be like, holy crap, why are we not doing this? It's going to blast the game apart, honestly. I know, I can see it working in so many different ways. But anyway, so if you want to know about it, then maybe you should join our Discord channel, and we maybe talk to you about it in a private room, a snug, if you will.
After you sign an NDA.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you say anything, basically, if you mention anything, we'll turn you into a toad. Essentially, that's how it goes.
You will turn into a real life toad, and you will lose everything: your wife, your kids, your house, or husband,
your toad house, your toad kids.
Have been over the years, and how many expansions there are. There is so much Talisman available if you want it. For me, the game is best when approached casually. You have to accept that there's going to be a surfeit of randomness and a deficit of strategy, but that levels the playing field and means that no matter how much skill or experience you have with board games, you can get together with friends, you can look at what's going to happen and just laugh about the hilarious poor luck and the incredible...
I think we're finished on this, aren't we? Let's just pause this and go. I think there's no, I think we're finished on these videos.
Yeah, sure.
I think, this is, it was amazing, to be honest with you. I haven't watched both those videos all the way through for God knows ages, to be fair. I don't think you've watched it all the way through ever, Zodiac. So hopefully everybody, who's been watching our live stream got an awful lot out of it. I mean, I'm sure there's, obviously Elliot's seen it before. Potentially most of you guys and girls have seen it before, but ultimately it's pretty good. It's always eye-opening to kind of listen and really, really understand what the history of this game that we love and the main reasons why we're all together playing this game is all about. So yeah, this is just quality. We're going to be sending some messages to Jordan after this when this video obviously goes. Well, we're obviously live right now, but it's going to go out on YouTube. So I'm going to send him a link to make sure that he gets our full-on video and everybody's comments on it. And but what do you want to do? I mean, I'm actually up for maybe taking another 5-minute break and maybe doing a speed run and then finishing out if you like. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think we can do that. That's quite easy to do. Yeah.
I don't know how many people are still left around. We've been going on for 2 hours, so this is
2.5 hours. But I mean, we have started a little bit, not as
started
long.
a little bit late. It's 2 hours worth of. We've been going for 2.5, but it's 2 hours worth of. Yeah.
We got 5 concurrent views.
Okay. So we've got a few people watching. Okay, cool. So get on chat. Let us know what you think. We're happy just to break for 5 minutes, just a very quick one, just to fill our glasses and our tankards, and then set up ready for a speed run. And we're thinking about doing a speed run where both Zods and I are kind of trying to race against each other to the Crown of Command. Basically, it's a race to the crown. Do you want to do it 5th edition, or do you want to do it 4th? Or do you want to leave it to the chat to decide?
I would say let's leave it to let the chat decide in this case. I suppose during the break, we will let you just leave a comment on the chat saying if you want 4th or 5th edition.
Yeah,
we'll come back, we'll count up for tally, and then we'll choose from there.
Yeah, I think that's great. Cool. Yeah, so we'll just disappear for 5 minutes. I know, sorry, Dwayne, I know you got to get back to work, so thanks for sticking it out. Dwayne. It's great. And if a few of you return back and watch us do a very, very quick speed run against one another, leave your comments in the comments section. Let us know whether you want us to do it classic or 5th edition. And when we do that, we'll probably draw a random player each, maybe, and just go straight for the race to the crown. Obviously, the whole point of speedrun is not to interfere too much with your opponent, because that's not what you normally do. The idea is to access the center as fast as possible. Now, if the other player has objects that you need, and you think that this is the appropriate action to take that object and cause them pain, of course, that's all within the rules. However, the idea is really to basically work individually to kind of get to the center as fast as possible. Yeah. And that's what the race is going to be all about. So let us know, 4th or 5th. And let's close this out for 5 minutes. And I'll send some links back out to the internet to let people know we're going to do a speed run.
Sounds good. All right. See you
folks
in 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Hello, folks. We're back. Talisman Tavern. Another quick comfort break, and we are about to dive into a speedrun challenge. So Glenn and I are going to be playing in a game together to try and get to the Crown of Command as fast as possible within 30 rounds. Now, if you haven't been here before we cut to the break, we did ask you guys if you would like us to play the 4th or the 5th edition of the game. So, if you haven't already cast your vote, do so now, before you are silenced forever and can no longer make such a tremendous decision.
Yeah, get on the comments in the YouTube live stream. Make sure you make yourself heard. Otherwise, we're going to literally pick the person or the people who come up with the most vote. And at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, it is it is 4th edition
silence me!
at the moment. So yeah, it's looking like a speedy 4th edition gamey wamey, but we'll see. We'll give it a few more moments while people kind of like coalesce and they see the fact that we're still live after 17 years of Talisman.
Yes.
It's come to this.
I refuse to be silenced. This is what Slinky's saying. Unfortunately, you don't have much of a say, Slinky. We do run the live stream here, so.
Bathroom boys. No, apparently with the bathroom boys now. Literally, do you know when you go to a nice tidy club, you know, and you wash your hands? Well, basically, we're those people who you pay us a quid or two to wash your hands.
Who we are? Yeah, that is exactly.
And we'll talk to you about a talisman, so maybe you should feed us a little bit more cash. Because that's all we can talk about.
that's not. I don't think that's the sentence I thought I'd ever see in my life. Come at me, bathroom boys.
Yep.
Nice. So I should say we have Slinky voting for 4th. We did have a friend of ours, Talisman Wizard, voting for 5th on the Discord.
Yeah,
so we have
on Discord. Yeah.
At the moment. So please, people, if you're in the chat, say. Again, if you haven't already cast your vote, say it now. Or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, I'm just looking over our streams just to see if anybody's casting any more votes. To see if they can collate any. And everyone's so busy playing their own games. I mean, dudes and girls, come on. Are you Team Zodiac or are you Team Glenn? Come on.
I think next time what we can do, if we ever get the audience to vote again, we can get up like a proper poll. There's some nice apps you can use to send people somewhere to vote, and then we can display it and show the voter pool.
Nice.
So something for next time.
Sounds like your buff rope,
my
not mine.
expertise being a computer scientist a little bit. Computer wizard. That should be a character in Talisman, computer wizard.
It's a tinkerer.
It's not the same thing.
Can you even 5th speedrun? You can, because my fastest speedrun is 16 rounds with the assassin. The fastest speedrun is done on 5th at the moment. From our point of view, anyway. So yeah.
Well, we don't know anyone else.
Maybe
who's done
someone's done faster.
So
yeah. In my limited experience, I don't know.
I think what maybe Slinky meant is there like a sudden death thing. No, there isn't at the moment, but you can just manually finish the game. You can just stop at 31 round 31. So
yeah, it's a race to the crown, Slinky. So when you get to the crown, the game's over.
Yeah.
And we tend to kind of just say, you know what, don't bother in continuing it after 30 rounds.
Well, I don't think anyone else is saying anything.
So I guess it's going to be 4th. Or is it going to be a coin flip? I don't know, because Tal's not in here. He's not watching, so I don't. Is he even what? You know, like. So it might have to be 4th by default. So Slinky wins by virtue of just being there.
By virtue of not being silenced, she has decided.
Yeah.
He was here. Yes, he was here.
He was
earlier,
here.
But I don't know where he's gone
He
now.
was here.
I don't know if he's just having some lag issues or something.
Oh yeah. But I mean, like, he who dares wins, Slinky. So, you kind of,
Devil in and out. All right.
Gotta crack on.
We'll get the 4th edition loaded up for you folks, Fen. We'll get.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorted.
Yeah. Let me get 4th edition
You
up as
can't
well.
be told to shush, but you can be told to
Oh,
Okay.
updating stream. Interesting.
Updating stream. Okay.
Yeah, Widley. Yeah, no, sorry,
Oh,
Steve.
we got a shrub. We have a shrub in the house.
Shrub!
Shrub.
Yeah, it looks like we're doing a 4th edition speedrun. So I
Looks
think
like we are.
Shrub's gonna have to choose Team Glenn or Team Zods and vice versa for Slinky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Slinky saying, "Fat Stray Shrub, fancy meeting you here." It's like, yes, how convenient for to Slinky and Shrub, 2 people we know in the community, to join at the same time.
Yeah, it's like it's like you're like following us around or something.
Zodi, take the win. Yes, I will take the win, Shrub. Yes, support me. So,
Sorry. Oh no, Slinky, you might have to support me. I know you hate it. No, actually, you can both support Zodes. As it'll be me on my arm. Don't worry about it. I'm used to it.
It's all good. We'll win this.
It's okay. It's okay, Slinky.
Look, can I just be straight? When we first did the speedrun challenge, I was the first one to actually attempt it, and I got the round 24 as the assassin in 4th edition, which is still the fastest record in 4th edition with the assassin. Although Dwayne claims to have done it in 23 rounds, but he hasn't got any recordings to prove it. So
it was
it's
incredibly
just lost his
painful
word.
to watch, but then again, I did help. So I'm going to take a little
No,
bit
it was
of the.
actually not very painful to get into it. He was actually very excited. So, Slinky, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you supporting him? You don't need support, Glenn. He just wins like 9 out of 10 times.
Nice.
So,
Cool. Are we going to do random characters so we don't know what we're going to get?
why not?
Should we do
Yeah,
that?
why not? Let's do it. Just work with what we got. Are you making the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm literally now making it. Yeah.
So I'm already in Talisman, so just send me an invite.
Yep, just looking if we went out. Make sure we got everything we need. Okay, cool. I think it's all sorted. I'm just going to send you an invite right now, if that's okay. Invite friends. There you go. Friends. Oh. There you go.
Oh, that's a good suggestion, Shrub. We should wear party hats,
What
is
was
what
that?
she's saying. Apparently it's lucky.
Bathroom boys. Yeah, exactly. It is. This is pretty awful, to be honest with you. I didn't expect it to turn out this way. We're supposed to be Talisman Tavern. We have to just rename the whole channel. The
I
Bathroom
know,
Boys.
right? Right, let's hope this works.
Yeah.
It's just a grey screen. What the hell is this? Okay, I know how to fix that.
That'll do. I can still beat you. I can still beat you. On a grey. On a grey and misty
It's
morning.
just a grey screen, folks. That is fantastic.
Quests. We have the trophy trading at strength and craft base value of 7, which is basic talisman, and also speedrun talisman. Standard characters only. We're going for random characters. Normally, we suggest that you choose your character because what kind of maniac would be a random character? But apparently, we are. That's what we're doing right now for you because we love you. And no respawn. So basically, we're turning off respawn, so we can respawn. You can die and come back to life, essentially, and still win in a speedrun. I've never seen it happen, but it is possible. We might see it tonight. But we're going to have a revealed ending, which is obviously the race to the crown ending.
They want to choose the characters for us.
No, no, wait a minute. Okay, I could do that. I can do that. To be fair, it would be fun, but I don't trust Slinky. Come on, she's going to give me the priest. She's going to give me the priest. Okay, let's do it.
You're giving her ideas at the moment.
Let's do it. We're going to choose characters. Yeah. Slinky, I'm on board. If Zodiac's on board, I'm cool with this.
I'm fine with it. Yeah. Let's see your suggestions. So Shrub apparently is going to choose my character. Slinky's going to choose yours.
Yep, exactly. We should never trust the Slinky.
You shouldn't. We should just chat.
Yeah. Let's do it. So Shrub's definitely going to choose Prophetess or Wizard. Prophetess or Wizard's probably going to come. Yeah. But wait a minute, I get first choice. No, we don't. Actually, we can choose the same character. By the way, guys, just so you know, when you choose characters, we can actually be the same character.
Yeah.
So choose your characters wisely.
Right,
choose your characters whenever you're ready.
Pick my character. Which character am I, chat?
Yeah. Choose Zods and also my character. So let's have a look. See what you got. Show me what you got.
Go. Show me what you got.
It's by the way, the characters you can choose are only the first, the basic 14 characters that you know and love in the 4th edition revised basic set of Talisman. Classic.
Basics of basics.
So no pirates. No sprites. Oh, they're thinking. Yeah, go on then. Slinky, pick my character now.
Pick it.
Yeah, you can. Pick it. Come on, do it.
Right.
What's my character, Slinky? What am I going to do? This speed run in. And Shrub, pick Zod's character. And there we go.
12 hours later.
No, that's not that hard. But I'm just trying to work out whether they. Yeah, I know, Slinky. It's ace. Okay, right. Yeah, there you go. That's a good question. Zod.
Like Smash or Magic? Depends on my mood. Sometimes I like smashing. Other days I like magicking.
Yeah, at the moment, sorry, Slinky. We're not expanding the speedrun past the base set, but I mean, I can see this going on in the future. At the moment, we're kind of trying to keep it as tight as possible.
Today I'm in a strength mood. Smash mode.
Oh, you can definitely win in under 10 rounds with a troll. It's a race to the crown.
Race to the crown. Speed run. We're doing a speed run, Shrub.
It's a speed run, so it's a race to the crown. Yeah. That's all it is. We're here to literally get to the crown. The thief. I get the thief. No. Yes,
I get the troll.
This is not good.
Yes.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
oh my god. Man, I am screwed right here.
Oh, okay. Hang on. So Slinky said thief. However, Alan Arnold has said prophetess for you, Glenn. Because he says troll and prophetess. And then Strubber said troll. So I'm assuming I'm going to take the troll. So did you want to do a coin flip for prophetess? Or
I'll tell you what. Slinky and Alan, you should do an arm wrestle in chat. To work out who gets the. I'm cool with the thief, even though this is hard mode. It is hard mode because I've never been able to complete a speed run and under 30 rounds with a thief. In 4th edition, in 5th edition I have. In 5th edition I've done really well with a thief. But yeah, this is tough. But I'm up for the challenge, Slinky. No, honestly, I'm up for the challenge. Okay, right, Alan. Slinky, you decide between yourselves. That's between you. So Zods is the troll.
A big bad troll.
What am I going to be? Am I going to be the thief or I'm going to be the prophetess? Okay, right. It's going to be the thief. I'm going to do the thief. Alan, if that's okay. You got the troll, but the troll is going to be Lord Zods. So it's going to be an interesting fight. I'm going to give it my best shot. But we'll see what happens.
Says take a stronger character.
Nah, Alan, do you know what? That I want
He wants
I want to have a go.
But he has been forced. Sanders.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. I'm in it. Okay, right. I'm in it for the thief.
Saying to me, you better make it interesting, Zodi, and be the best trolley troll. Oh, I'll be the best troll.
Yeah, the pressure's on. Okay, right, Alan, this is it. This is it. The pressure is on the troll to win. Absolutely blast all the way through this game as a speed run. So I'm just going to chill out and see what happens. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Start.
All right, 30 rounds.
Best luck.
Let's do this.
Have fun. I do get to go first though. So guys, this might. Okay, great. And I need to move it away from. Oh, wait a minute. No, I need to move on to the troll. Yeah, we'll steal some gold. We need some gold.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that's
Come on, we need
petty.
gold. Okay, right.
No, you don't. Get out.
No, it's not petty. I need gold. I do need gold because at some point I might have to actually buy something.
Well, I can beat that. I can do that.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Yeah, thanks, Alan.
I can do that. Oh,
we're gonna have a lot of fun, especially the troll is fighting craft beasts. So, yeah, that's not good. But you do have 6 lives, so good.
Right. I should mention to you, chat, this is a speed run, so we are going to run through this game a bit quicker than normal. So just be sure to pay attention.
We are literally going to smash through this. Okay, right. Good start. Good start for the thief. Come on. Yeah.
Steve, you joined at the right time. Yeah, Steve just said, watch out, Zoz, he's a thief. I know, he just took my gold. So I'm going to heal my life. Oh, no, I can't because I have no gold.
Yes, Steve, my first move was to steal his gold. Oh, God's sakes. Come on. Don't do this to me. I've got to go.
Do this.
Wait, okay, wait. Here we go. I've got to do this. Come on, guys.
Here we go. Toad.
I'm good. Phew. I'm just going to keep that stupid troll at arm's length.
All right, I guess I got to go crack. I don't want to fight that Wraith again or whatever it was. No, I can't use my next turn. No. Okay, I have to re-roll. Okay, no. Fuck. Oh.
Right. Okay, let's run. Come on, please give me a 6. Oh, you absolute beauty. Let's go. Come on, give me a good roll.
Got us in the bag.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? This is great.
He's going to the village.
Yes, I'm going to the village. Of course, this is where my brethren are. This is the Thieves Guild. Okay.
This is crazy.
All right, here we go.
This is crazy.
We're going to the village. Boom. Okay. We're going to steal items first. So basically, we do have a sword right now. Okay, wait. We are going to head into the middle. We're going to buy that. But the raft is... How much is the raft? We've got 2 gold. How much is the raft? The raft is a lot of money, isn't it? It's about 3 gold. So I'm going to steal the raft. Boom. Going to go to blacksmith.
Unbelievable.
And I'm going to buy a... I should really buy some armor. But to be honest with you, I've only got 2 gold. I'm going to save that for healing when I need it. And yeah, that's it. That's all me. Okay, cool. And
yeah, Shrub, I agree. Thief is cheating. Yeah, this is not. Yeah, absolutely cheating. Yeah.
I'm not. Wait a minute. I'm on this Slinky. Come on. Well, actually, I got.
Now Slinky is right. We are both troll characters in our own regard. So.
Are you happy now? I'm evil.
Well, I'm happy.
Now
so
an
I'm
evil
turn to a toad. Good luck. Oh, I get a craft. Okay,
that's
not
great.
bad.
That's great.
Not bad.
Well done. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the raft I just stole. And I'm going to head up into the middle region because we're going to get away from that troll. And we don't need to steal items, to be honest with you, to win this game. We just need to avoid the troll. That's what I think. Oh, okay, good start. Okay, cool.
Don't need the armor. What are you doing? Okay.
This is all good. We've got sword and armor.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Oh, I can beat that. Okay, cool. Let's do it. See it? Stop it. Give me the good roll. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to build my stats up, to be honest with you. This is going to be a tough little situation for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, your stats aren't
as
great.
A thief, that is my challenge right now. So the thief is a good character, but in a speed run, you have to build up stats fast. And the thief really doesn't have a good way of doing that. And that's the problem with the thief. The thief operates with like a slow burn mechanism where you kind of build up with objects and then you go on and you win. But this is the reason why I've failed so often with the thief. So we need to go to places with lots of cards, and we have to take risks, massive risks. Okay, cool. We'll take the follower.
Have to run the crags, forest.
That's great.
Market.
We'll take a market. We're a thief. We'll take a market.
He is. This is gonna be a thief run, guys. I'm calling it.
Right. Okay. Right. So, do you know what? We've got all the armor.
Take the mule.
We're gonna take a mule, steal a mule, and then we're gonna buy a water bowl.
Jesus
And
Christ! He is
ladies
sorted.
and gentlemen, how we do it.
Literally, you are sorted. Oh, look at that. Okay, I have to try and get in the middle
now,
region.
Now we're cool. We have to earn
I can
strength and
teleport.
craft.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Okay, strength and craft it is. Okay, cool. We're safe. We need to get talisman, so let's just head over here. We can just about deal with that. This is our first fight.
I saw that message you just deleted. You put money on this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, she's posted. Okay.
Okay, we're doing okay. It's a thief. It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try against the ogre again. Try and vamp him. Come on.
Okay.
That's better. There we go. Right.
It's late. I can't type. Says Schwab. Oh well. Okay. Cool. Let's keep on going. Okay, we do get a warlock quest if we want it. So, to be honest with you, we do have we have the market and we have more objects to kind of steal. We can steal another. But do you know? Oh my God. I'm okay. I'm okay with progressing the game for the sake of progressing the game. So 5 is discard 3 gold. Okay, that's going to be tough actually up here unless I get a double gold. So yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Draw 2 cards.
It's a good start for a thief. To be fair, I'm not going to do... Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a blizzard. That's not so great. Okay. Okay, yeah.
This is a good start for a thief.
This is a great start for a thief. Yeah, dude,
Yep.
you're in the running to win this.
Okay, we're into the desert again with our water bowl. And okay, I do like this fight because I've got 4v. Yeah, I've got 4v3. I have an armor, and I do stand to win a life if I do this right. So wish me luck. That's not a good roll, by the way. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose this one. Do you know what? I'm not going to re-roll that one. I'm going to take the hit. And yeah, I'm probably going to take the hit on this one. Yeah, I'm going to take the hit on this one. Because one of the biggest ways of losing lives in the middle region is through the desert, and I have already cornered that. So I'm going to take the hit on that one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move up towards the tavern.
Keep my...
I can teleport. Yes! Thank you. Come on, give me something good. All right, gold. I'll take the gold.
Yeah, cool. Right, so we can wander on to the oasis now. So let's do that. I think. Use the space. Yep. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, cool. Draw an adventure card. Oh, we got raft if we want it. I wish I had an alchemist right now. I'm going to take the object because I have got space. Let's steal an item first. Right. I mean, we're going to have to take an axe because I think if we take an axe, then we have the chance of coming back up. And do you know what? I do like... I should have... Yeah, I should have stolen that. Actually, no. I'm going to keep my gold. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like this.
Okay, let's go to the tavern. Roll a dice.
Watch this
for
me.
Gold. Okay. Keep some gold. That's good. Oh, you're coming back down. Oh, you're going to take my gold. That's what you're going to do. You're going to take my gold, teleport back to the middle region, get your talisman.
I'm just going to get some gold.
Win the game. Let's get the fuck away from you, shall we? Okay.
I need your gold. Give me your gold, troll.
Go away.
Stop running away from me. I want to get married.
Bitch.
I want to take half your gold. I want to get married and divorced at the same time.
And you're building a raft. What are you doing? What are you doing? I can bump you. Oh, I can knock you up.
Oh, you could.
Oh, I can regenerate.
You could.
Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Come on,
you got it. You got to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
You literally got to do this. Because basically, this if you can beat me, you can take a rune sword or a raft. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to do this. Yeah. I'm in real trouble right now.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's it. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, that's no good for me. Okay, cool. What are you gonna take? I've got loads of stuff. The rune sword's pretty good for you because you're basically going to get all the armor that you. Sorry, not all the armor. Yeah.
Dude, we're nearly halfway through this.
I'm cool with this.
Thank you, Shrub.
See ya.
Yeah, but how are you going to get through the middle region, inner region, mate?
Sixth champion, the first good person. I don't know. I'm having some fun right now. Stop.
No, you can't have fun. This is serious. Okay. Do I go to the tavern again, or should I encounter a new card? I gotta try and get up, so I'm gonna do the tavern. Come on, roll a 6. Yes!
Are you kidding me?
I'm coming up.
I'm coming up.
I want the
I'm a
world
troll. Oh, this is a bad one. Okay, well, I guess we're going to the boons. We do have an axe though, because we did save that, luckily. Oh, hello!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! I'm gonna take that talisman.
We got Talisman. Are you?
Yeah.
Really? I'm happy for you.
What? Lose 2 lives. I'm dead.
That's classic. Classic troll death.
Oh no. This is horrible.
Come on, 4. Oh, I so need to re-roll this. I have to land a 4. I have to. I have to land a 4.
You get a 4.
God damn it. Anyway, I'm going away. I'm going away from you. I'll take a helmet.
What do you mean what I'm doing, Shrub? I'm trying to win the game. All right. Oh, I could get to you. Oh, no, but I'm going to take the... No, I'm going to regenerate. That's a smart play to do.
You can't touch me.
I could, actually. You just wouldn't like it.
You can't. I don't like anyone touching me.
Exactly. Yeah. No one likes touching you. You're not a person.
How many rounds? We're round 17. We're nowhere near getting into... Look, dude, I haven't got anywhere near the figures I need to go for the win. This is why the thief is so sad.
Okay. Heal lives. Yeah.
Right. What are we doing here then? We've got some stuff to do. We have some fights to make, so let's stay near the village so we can steal stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait, this is going to help. First people to get the spells. Here it comes the spells. Okay, right, so, so we're going to be casting that straight away.
Acquisition, let me guess. Or random, okay. Well, this is it, chat. Here we go. Lose all crafts. Oh, wow.
Come on.
I'm
like to see
you if I get a chance.
I'd rather...
Right.
What? No, dude, this is a speedrun. Leave me alone. It's nothing.
No. That doesn't mean you can't kill people. So, yeah. As long as you don't get in my way, I won't kill you. Which,
we're still going to win, and you are.
So.
You are closer to winning than I am right now.
You're right.
Way closer.
So I'm just awesome.
Yeah. You are. Anyway, I need to steal.
I need a talisman. You've got 1 talisman. Oh wow! I've only got like 6 rounds to do what I need to do.
Oh,
basically.
come on, chat, come on! Like this is amazing, right?
No,
seriously,
you don't need a spell. What are you doing? Get out of here!
Oh, that's a really bad spell, by the way, chat.
Yeah,
That's a really,
good.
really bad spell.
Good.
And I do mean that this time. I'm not lying. I'm not gaslighting. So.
Cool. No, good to know. Deliver 2 gold. Oh, I just spent my gold to get some more lives. Okay.
Oh, well. Sucks to be the troll. Anyway, Ruffed.
Rofty.
Well, I'm a proper traveler of this world, you know?
Yeah, you are.
Well,
yeah,
how many...
Like... Wow.
I need to be good.
Oh, you lose a life, right?
I need to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not great. This is not great at all.
You roll the dice. We can go take the... Oh, fairy. Just double check. First, good character. That's no good. So we're going to go to the rooms.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of the good stuff, by the way, for people who are good alignment.
You need to get here, Glenn.
That's a stranger. That's a stranger. 1,
need to get to the
2,
Phantom.
3, 4, 5. Give me a 5.
No,
Oh,
give
that's
you
not
1.
good. That's not 5. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Yeah, it's not
Ouch.
good at all.
Yeah. Now I've got to roll a
Come
6.
on. We're not
Oh.
going to the chasm. We're going to the
Come on.
Cursed Glade.
Oh, dear.
Prince, nice. Sweet.
Oh, that is really cool. That would 10 rounds. Come on.
Come on. We can do this.
Oh, crumbs. I can't. There's no way I'm going to get up into that middle region right now.
Nah, you can do it. I believe in you.
No way.
No way, Jose.
Absolute way. Yeah. Not with my stats.
Oh.
Not unless something really, really changes massively, right now. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
6.
we got the... Oh, okay.
Phantom, you got the Phantom.
We did get it. We got the Phantom. Yeah. Okay, right. So, heal 1 life is essentially how we stay alive and how we keep on cracking on with this game.
Yeah.
It's such a shame that I have to do it, unfortunately, but I don't have the gold. So, I mean, I could increase my strength for craft and run a shot at the middle, but it's pointless at this point in time. So I must just take life, which is really annoying.
Oh,
I didn't really do that.
Interesting. I didn't think you were going to do that, but cool.
Yeah.
I can land on you again, which is exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, you got to do it. Yeah. You're not going to take life off of me, that's for sure.
No, I got to take some other stuff from you. Right.
Well, you got to do that. So, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't got an awful lot of buffing stuff, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's just the way it is.
Look at that, beautiful. Right,
I haven't got a lot of buff. I've got a talisman. That's about the only thing that you might want.
I'm taking that right now.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. That's a good move. I don't want to keep on rolling the same goddamn dice, to be honest with you. This is not looking good.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but I am going to give you the chance. I am going to give you the chance to go up on your own team.
Oh, on me. Cheers, man.
And yeah, that's cool. No, that's cool. I'm going to be the side. The better man is winning right now.
I still have my quest for deliver 2 gold. That means I can't finish the game, right?
Yeah, until you deliver 2 gold. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the foible of the 4th edition, that if you have an open quest, then you have to complete it before you can access the Portal of Power. You can replace quests, by the way.
Yeah, but it could be a random thing. It's a random one, right? So...
Yeah, but you get to choose which one you do. You can do one or the other. You can choose which one to discard.
Alchemist trip. There's no alchemist here, though, so... I could do Hidden Valley... again? Oh,
dude, if you could do, you can get the gold.
That's the thing. I could get gold, or I could deliver a magic item, or take a life, or kill an enemy. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna see if we can replace it.
Nice.
It's the exact same fucking quest. Oh my god, that was a waste.
Oh, you love it.
No,
you love it.
No, we don't. We don't want that one. The game is actually now. You are delivering gold, my boy.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got.
And yeah,
okay.
I don't think we're going to finish this in time. We're not going to finish it in time. So yeah.
Yeah, it's tough being a thief, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to lie. I am going to reroll this. Yeah, cool. So I don't want to lose a turn right now because the turns are running very, very low.
Right, temple.
And yeah,
I'll do the temple.
Temple is the absolute 100% word.
For
Yeah.
lose the follower.
The prince is gone.
The thing I need to get. Oh.
Wow.
Ah.
No. Okay. Right. Should we have a go at that? No, we're gonna roll dice. We're moving. We're moving. Okay, this is a good move. Okay. Every region, everyone moves 1. That's cool. I like that.
Right. It's 2. Right, we're gonna go to the market. Strength
Nice.
Ogre.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, really good for you. This might actually help you win the basic game.
Oh.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
What?
Staying alive. Staying alive.
No. All right.
Okay, you're gonna go for it?
Yeah,
why not?
Fight you. I can kill you. What, you gonna bribe me? Ha, I'm a troll.
Oh well, 8 feet. Yep, there you go. Eat that, bandit.
Yeah, eat it. Eat it like sauce.
Yeah, eat it. Okay.
Eat it like ketchup.
Oh dear. Okay, how many rounds we got left?
5, I think. No, 3.
Only
3.
a couple.
3
I
rounds.
keep on feeding the troll, to be honest with you. Feeding the troll is not what I want to be doing right now, even because I want to get up in their portal of power, but you're literally hanging around and it's causing me concern that you're round out. So I don't really want to be doing that.
It's a troll, man.
Yeah. I just want to keep away from you for now. Oh, hello.
Oh, you're the one who gets that, you absolute motherfucker. Okay. Right.
Did you need these 2 bags of gold?
There's no point in me getting up to... Oh!
Dude, that's 1 point. Oh, that's great. That's amazing. It's going to give you a strength and a point. This is great for you. Believe it or not.
Right,
it looks bad.
Decent roll. Ah, done it.
It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then encounter.
Yep. This is amazing.
Trophies.
Okay. There you go. Oh, man, if I was the troll. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay,
like
ruins. It's got to be the ruins. Okay, we'll take a follower and... Oh, the hermit arrives. Come on, can we just roll what we want? Where do we want it in? We want it in the forest. We want to roll 6. 6? No, 1. Crypt. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, well, speedrun. Unfortunately, no one got into the inner region, so
nice.
looks like the troll's not even going to attempt it. So yeah,
There's
2
no
rounds
point.
left.
I can't win, so there's no point.
I can't win.
I can't even get there in time now. So I've got the bottle guys. But I did get a nice unicorn.
No, I'm going to take the only thing you can't steal from me. Of course.
How are you on 11? How are you on a fucking 11?
Check out my objects. Oh, check out my spell. I've got no spell.
Another one.
I've got 2 donkeys. Yeah.
Right, come on. Let's see if we can get a mega win out of nowhere. Oh, this is looking beautiful. Yeah, we'll fight these guys. All right. Oh, okay.
Actually, I've just worked out in a PvP. Okay, right, chat. Right, listen to me. PvP in a speedrun. I will tell you. Actually, the thief is probably one of the best characters to be, because if all you're trying to do is not win the speedrun and just hang on to a tenuous lead by collecting donkeys like I've been doing, You are the man. You are the man about town. You are going to win. However, if you're serious about winning the game and getting into the center and claiming the crown of command, then the thief is not your man. So there you go. I've just learned something tonight. Thank you very much.
So basically, if you want to win,
Slinky.
If you want to win as the thief, you've got to set up a donkey business.
And I'm going to go to the tavern for the final turn, have a beer, maybe lose the turn. That'd be great. So I don't die. I would rather not get into a fight with a farmer if I could. So let's roll some dice. And it is going to be gamble and lose a gold. That's annoying, but
come on, I can sneak the win. I can sneak the win from you. Come on. Let's see it.
You see it. You get an object.
Get an object. That puts me at 8. Oh no, Glenn wins.
Yeah! It's a speed run and thief wins. Well done, Alan. Well done,
It's
Slinky.
not a real win.
Yeah.
It's not a real win.
It is a proper win. It's a proper win.
No.
Yeah. You could have run for the. You could have run for the middle. You could have run for the middle. Yeah. Yeah. GG Shrub. Yeah, that's a good game actually. I learned an awful lot about that. So basically, if we're playing PvP speedruns, then Thief is a good character to be. It's a spoiler.
Yeah,
essentially.
You got super lucky in the first few rounds. You got really lucky there in terms of like the cards you pulled.
What do you mean? No. I don't think anything that after that. I mean, I've got a few good pulls, obviously, but you got a good few dice rolls where you landed on me rather than me landing on you. But I think actually the Thief ability to be able to kind of collect objects, retain objects, is their power, and they can win on sheer points after 30 rounds. But they're not ever going to really challenge for the crown because they just don't have the ability to accrue strength and craft like the troll can. The troll has to win. The troll has to go for the win. If you're not going for the win, you're not going to beat a bloody thief. I can gather 2 or 3 points every single turn if I'm lucky enough with objects and gold and stuff. So yeah, there you go. Thanks, Licky. Good choice, by the way. Yeah, really cool. And Alan, if you're still in there,
if I had succeeded in those 2 strength battles, I probably would have beaten you, but at least matched you.
If you had gone for the kill rather than nicking my objects, then you would have won. But you didn't go for the kill. You went for the objects because obviously, talisman, swords, all that kind of crazy stuff.
Would have gotten the whole shebang.
It's all good for you. Yeah.
All right. So basically, I'm never going to listen to a single bit of advice from Glenn again. Is what he's saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you knew that already. I don't understand why.
Oh, I knew that already. No, I knew that already. I just was giving you the benefit of the doubt. But never again, Glenn. Never again.
Well Shrub, in one of our recent games, listened to my advice, and she attacked me when she was the knight who couldn't attack good people, and I was the elf and I was good, and then lost her life on the forest and died, which was quite fun.
Oh, damn. Wow. He's bitter about that.
Every time I listen to you, Glenn, you killed me. Look, I mean, there's a lesson there somewhere. I'm sure.
There's a lesson there. Every time Glenn gives advice, Glenn wins, and the person who takes the advice loses. That's the lesson. Folks.
No, I don't think that's true. Actually, I think I've lost quite a lot of games, to be fair, but it's quite fun.
No, he's won.
It's quite fun offering advice. My advice is really, really smart, to be honest with you, most of the time. But it is normally angled towards the benefit of everybody as a whole, as a collective.
Oh, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, that kind of doesn't really make sense, but sure, we'll go with it because, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, that was a really, really good speed run. I liked it.
That was a
good
speed
fun.
run. Those games you
What,
lose, you not advising people is my guess. That's what Strub says. Yeah.
Oh, you mean people won't listen? When people don't listen to me, then basically I lose all my power. I'm like,
exactly.
My power is gone.
I think he says good speed run. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good attempt. I think had I killed Glenn or gotten some of those combat rolls, won some of those combats, I probably would have been able to make a real push. But I did also miss a turn early on, which that wasn't great. If you miss a turn in the speed run, that's horrible. That's actually really, really bad. So
Benji James, another loss. That Benji geezer is following you around, literally going, loser.
So good to see you, Benji. I'm glad you could join the stream at just the right point in time where you could see me lose. How convenient that the universe has aligned things that way.
That's literally Benji's job right now. He's rushing around, like, oh, wait a minute, you've lost the game.
Benji, I love you, man, but Benji's like the guy in the fucking shop in Shaun of the Dead who's like, you got red in you. He's like...
Benji, if you're sticking around watching a few games or a few recordings or being published recordings, Zodiac has got a few games which are still in a can, which he's editing at the moment. Who he definitely, let's just say, he does flip his luck somewhat. And I'm not going to say he gets wins across the board, but he definitely puts in a bloody good fight. That's for sure. Yeah, he kills a few people. I've adapted,
just like the Raptors in Jurassic Park. People have called me a good girl. Also a clever girl. Yeah. Not good girl. Shit, that's weird. Oh, fuck. This is getting... Let's just grab a water.
Yeah. Watch out. It's going to be fireworks. And not only, actually, I'm not going to give spoilers, but there was one win. We have a recorded win. We have several recorded wins with Zodiac, to be fair. But we have one particular recorded win, which is basically will go down in history as pretty much one of the biggest W's we've ever seen. It's quite classic.
It's absolutely.
It's going to go around the world.
Epic.
Yeah.
It's going to be viral. We're literally going to get 1 million views in one day. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to go viral. This one. Yeah.
Viral.
We're going to have to cut it up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly. Yeah. You're right. We will go viral. Screw it. 10 million views in one day. See it.
Yeah. So how long have we been streaming for then, Zods? Give us a figure.
About nearly 3.5 hours since we hit the stream button.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shrub. Yeah, Shrub. You're absolutely right.
Shrub,
yeah, that
Shrub
was
knows what we're talking about. Yep. Best. Yeah,
it was
literally
intense.
One of the best endings ever.
And also Talisman 5th edition ending as well, which I kind of like. I like to see these interesting, alternatives.
No, it's been pretty cool. Ooh, Benji said I played Assassin's Creed for 4 hours today. Well, you missed quite a lot of the stream tonight. So yeah, I mean, you could have been watching the stream, getting caught up in some good Talisman history that we went through. Seeing most of that game. But hey, look, you do what you got to do, man. AC, I've heard, is some people's, because Assassin's Creed, the new one that's come out, some people have said it's great. Lots of other people I've seen have said it's mediocre to bad. Lots of ranging opinions.
Yeah. And if you missed watching us, obviously there's no one out there who could have watched the entirety of this live stream. But hidden, like Easter egg, like within the 3.5 hours that we just done, we were releasing quite a lot of really interesting teasers for what we're going to be doing in the future. People we're talking to, things that are going to be happening. So if you get the chance, obviously stick the video on in the background while you're doing your cooking. or doing your cleaning, stick it on your headphones and listen to it, because it's going to blow your mind, some of the stuff that we're about to embark upon. It's part of the reason why we've been doing recently this kind of like these videos where we're marking upon and reacting to certain videos, is because we're basically aiming at trying to give back to the Talisman universe as much as we possibly can, because you can't rehash these amazing videos which are already out there. We just want to make sure that you guys know all about them, and more importantly, we love making content. We love playing games, especially with all of you. Shrub, Slinky, Ken, Elliot, name a few more. So we're playing with so many people at the moment. It's amazing, and really happy to be in this situation right now.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cool things lined up, so definitely stay in tune. If you haven't, to give you a little sneak peek for those who didn't watch this or didn't see it early in the stream, just bring this book out again. Then there's also
that's a big one. This is a really big one, especially for you, Slinky. You're doing your D&Ds and stuff like that. Essentially, we are going to be deciphering and digesting the Talisman RPG. And we've already had an offer of a crossover, RPG crossover. So a rather large channel has asked us to potentially, be a part in a crossover with Talisman Tavern and role playing the Talisman RPG. So that's going to be very, very weird. So Slinky, watch out in your DMs. To be honest with you, we might be hitting you up for that.
Yeah, if we can get a full party or a free party thing going, because obviously it'll be a DM, then that'd be pretty cool. So for anyone who's fans of D&D, like we are, like Slinky is, or just RPGs in general, definitely stay in tune for that. That's going to be coming down the pipeline for sure. Yeah, cool. Yeah, just keep mind of that, Slinky. Yeah, absolutely, we will. I think we'll just give a few more minutes. We'll literally end this on midnight, might as well, but so we'll just have a couple more minutes.
Shit. Midnight stream, proper after hours stream.
Literally,
I'm sorry, guys, it's gone on for so long. This has been so chilled out. Literally, we've had to do no work whatsoever. We just kind of rolled in with our bathroom boys, and and literally just we'll just watch a video and just chat about it. It's quite cool. It's fine.
I'm gonna make this super weird now. Give me a second.
Oh god, I thought he was gonna strip off. Yes, Slinky will. You're real boy. You're a real boy. Yeah, it's been really, really fun, to be honest with you, doing this. So I had a great time. We're going to try and fit one of these in every single week. We're aiming for Friday. It's not always going to hit a Friday, but sometimes maybe we might have to kind of break it up and do a midweek one. But, it's cool. And we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to be to put out more content. And we have a lot of content at the moment, which is in the can, which we're editing and chundering through. And let's see what. Yeah.
I can't seem to find it.
Yeah.
I did have something that I was going to put on, but.
Yeah, Benji, you're right. You're right, mate. He's going to be absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I feel destroyed as well, but maybe not as much as what Zodiac is. I'm trying to take the pressure off. Interestingly, we do actually have potentially another person who's willing to kind of chip in and do a little bit of content with us, who has arrived. Not really going to do any big announcements at the moment, because we're literally talking to them over the weekend. Someone who we know and really, really respect as a Talisman player and very knowledgeable in Talisman, who is also incredibly into the in real life versions, the actual physical versions of Talisman, as well as digital, which makes a really good connection with what we're doing. But we'll talk it through. And also, Slinky, we've got to talk it out through with you as well, because maybe more more streaming is probably the way for the channel in the future, and that will definitely take us towards Shrub, Talisman TV. It's not Talisman Tavern anymore. It's Talisman TV.
Talisman
It's
TV.
basically.
Oh my god.
It is. Yeah. It's going to be Talisman
TV. Wow,
Can you imagine?
I know exactly who you're referencing with that. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly. God. Could you imagine? You just start doing that. Literally, wake up. As soon as you wake up from sleep, you just put on the camera.
It's okay, Zodiac. It's okay. Just get up. Get out of your bed. Get out of your bed. Just put the video on, Zodiac. It's gonna be fine. We're just gonna record some Talisman. It's gonna be great. You can roll some dice.
I don't know. Oh God, Glenn, I don't know. It seems a bit much.
No. Honestly, don't even think about it. It's gonna be great. I mean, the chicks, they're gonna love you. Yeah, maybe we won't go down that route.
Famous, Glenn. We're gonna be fucking like GlennXZodiac.com/suck-my-balls /fuck you. It's gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be great. We're gonna spare the universe.
It's gonna be great. No one's gonna stop us. No one's gonna stop us, Morty. No one.
Yeah. There, Benji gets it. Benji's watched it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that show. So
anyway, we do also have before we finish, we do also have because I don't like dwelling on anything negative, to be honest with you, but we do have some fun videos planned for the future where we are what we would be calling scraping the bottom of the barrel with regards to kind of like Talisman experiences and expansions. I have already clearly identified where I'd like to go with this. And we're looking forward to maybe giving it a go just to see how you guys react. Whether you like to see kind of like how other people kind of take on Talisman who were maybe not Talisman Classic or 5th edition players who just basically just fall into Talisman and start playing the game anyway, because sometimes those games end up hilariously, and I've already found a few videos which do that. So I'd like to comment on that. Zodiac hasn't seen any of those videos, so I want to see his reaction as it all the shit happens, to be honest with you. So it's going to be cool. Yeah.
I'm going to react with his face the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Go look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
Anyway, I think we should wrap this up and let these people go to bed.
Let's wrap this up, folks. I mean, damn though. I mean, our viewership is going up though. It's at 8 now. Getting a lot of people watching this.
Oh, it always happens that way, right? Go to bed.
At the end.
What are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
I don't know. Maybe people just watching us in their beds or something. That's quite. I don't really want to think about it now. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, Slinky. We'll see you later. Night. Have a good night.
Cheers, Slinky. Cheers, Rob. Cheers, Benji.
Yes,
cheers to everybody who's actually sticking around, to be honest with you. I'm just going to have a quick sweep to see how many people are kind of... Oh my God, 9. Don't even start.
This is what I'm saying, dude.
Just stop it. Okay, right. So we're coming to the end of the stream. We've done 3.5 hours. We've had fun. We've watched 2 videos. We've done some reactions. And we played a speedrun where I destroyed a troll using a thief. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't even need to watch anything more.
Yeah, it's everything you need to know. All good. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
In any case,
anyway,
for those who are in the chat, again, thank you for watching so much. Anyone who's around from the start, I mean, I don't know if anyone is, but if you are, then thank you for watching the whole thing. The support is really appreciated. If you want to watch out for more future content but you haven't yet done so, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, send a comment in our videos in the comment section. Everything helps, so be sure to do that. But otherwise, we will see you in the next one, whenever that will be. So
yeah,
see you later.
Thanks so much for turning up. It was amazing.
Yeah. See you guys.